Let's roll. The Twisted Tuesday has begun. The pimps, the players, the hustlers, the people that bust them, and everybody else in between from Costa Rica to California, Montreal to Minnesota. The late night anger management class has begun. Court is now officially in session as the Toronto Maple Leafs blow a 3-0 lead. The Tampa Bay Lightning are now just 12 seconds away from winning this hockey game 4-3, although the Leafs do have an empty net right now. There could be another goal scored. The game's already gone over. The number complete meltdown by the Toronto Maple Leafs this evening. But we've said it before, we'll say it again. It's very rare that two teams from Toronto actually win on the same night. And I think you'll see that theme continue once the playoffs start with the Raptors and the Leafs, and then the Blue Jays are playing. You know, the Raptors are pretty good right now, though. Yeah, they're going to be favored by a lot of points. That doesn't mean they're going to cover all the time in the playoffs. In the old days, you could just basically, like, you know, if all three of them were playing on the same night, you just bet against all three of them, and, you know, you're going to go 2-1. All right, Leafs net now empty again. 5 seconds left. Tampa looking to pad those stats. Nope. And the game comes to an end. 4-3 Tampa Bay is the final score. Meanwhile, crazy game going on here. The Detroit Red Wings were up earlier. They were up 3-1 in the second period. Philadelphia came all the way back. Then Detroit took a 4-3 lead. Now Philadelphia has scored again to tie it up at 4. We're on the Philadelphia Flyers in this game. So we'll be keeping our eye on this game. The Las Vegas Golden Knights trying to lock down a top spot in the Western Conference. They're in action this evening. And normally we look for a spot to bet against Vegas now. This isn't the spot to bet against Vegas. And we have the New Jersey Devils and the San Jose Sharks coming up a little bit later on as well. Vancouver and Vegas are right now. And there's no way in hell that I don't get this Vancouver and Vegas hockey game. We seem to get all the Vegas games for the most part already. You've got to be motherfucking shitting me. I'm going to fucking snap, fuck. All right. Motherfuckers. I see that they had the New Jersey Devils, San Jose Shark game, and no offense to Drusilla, but I want to see the Vancouver Canucks in Vegas play. Not to state that we might not get a piece of the action here. Devils and Sharks, I don't know, man. I just think under. When I look at that, I'm like under 5.5. But all right, let's get in on this right now. This game, they're dropping the puck like right now type of thing. Let's take the puck line, all right? We're taking the puck line. Vegas minus 1.5 goals. I say they win the game like 5-2 or something like that. Let's say Vegas minus 1.5 pucks here in this spot. Now, of course, Bet Online has been experiencing some technical difficulties as of late with their webpage, but hey, who has it? Who has it? So yeah, we'll be with you tonight until, I don't know, until fucking Google Hangouts fucking shuts down. I like last night too. Everyone's like, too bad it's such a short show. This show is supposed to be till midnight. It's supposed to be a 2-hour show. We've given you guys so much bonus time that now, like last night, it got shut down at 12:08. People were like, oh, fuck. It threw me off as well. I can't lie. I put on TV. I'm like, holy shit. I've never really seen TV at this time before. Like, I'm flicking around. I'm like, I've always said that. I'm like, no wonder people watch me. There's nothing on. Fuck. There's nothing going on. I actually watched this week's Walking Dead that I missed when I was in Las Vegas, or I was on the plane coming back. Whatever. Or I missed it. No, it was Sunday night. And, you know, I used to like that Rick guy on The Walking Dead, but for fuck's sakes, you're just an idiot, bro. Like how many opportunities to kill fucking Negan do you need? It's like, dude, you had him in point blank range. You missed him like 10 times. You had a fucking AR-15. You miss him. He's fucking hanging off a fucking edge in a barn. You got an axe. You fucking chop one of his fingers instead of putting the axe in his head. It's like, I'm close to tapping out here, guys. At this point, it's like, really? It's like Keystone Cop type shit. It's all intense. And then, oh, bang. Oh, I missed him. It's like, yeah, you missed him, fuck. You've survived for fucking 10 years with The Walking Dead, yet you can't shoot a guy at point blank range, fuck. It's like, holy fuck, just kill him already, for fuck's sakes. Stooch the man. What up, Stooch? Hey, nobody sweat. Hey, at least the game won. Hey, we went 9-2 with our picks last night. Hey, at least the game won. All right, so let's take an internal poll right now. We'll get to our pick in the Portland-Houston game in a second here, Spencer. Let's take an internal poll. Jeff Feinberg will be joining us this evening. Jeff Feinberg joins us this evening. And I'm wondering if we should just tell Jeff, listen, we're going to cut you a break here. Fuck. You can go, you go audio only. You go audio only. I'll tell him, listen, you can even smoke. You do what you want, audio only. You can fucking twist around in your chair. Yeah, at this point, no. Like, yeah, at this point, like, we have to almost step in. Yet, I'm still trying to recover from Vegas. I can't lie. And, man, he's going to make me dizzy and shit. Fuck. Like, I'm actually scared. Like, I'm going to tell him, it's like, dude, you're actually, like, scaring us now. I'm just thinking, oh, fuck. I look forward to his golf picks, but, man, he's going to make me fucking dizzy. I'm already a little fucking, I'm not 100% right now. The number's too sharp, Lanny. Hard at over under 30.5. All right, you guys are voting for Jeffovision. You want the experience, the full experience, you'll get the full experience. But don't say you weren't fucking warned. I don't know what he'll have money on, though. He might not have, I don't know. He might not have any money going on in any games yet. That's not true, though. He's going to have all these parlays with golfers and shit like that. Remember last time? Oh, I got like 7 parlays going. All right, so, hey, 1-0 Vegas already. 1-0 Vegas already. We laid the puck and a half there. Yeah, Google Hangouts is fucking way HD tonight, as you can see. I'm not a fan of the lights right now, but whatever, man. I got like lights shining in my face, man. All right, so we've got Portland and we've got Houston. Portland and Houston. This is good stuff right now. We look forward to this basketball game. The Houston Rockets have won 22 of 23 basketball games outright. The only game that they lost was to the best team in the league, the Toronto Raptors. Best team in the East, the Toronto Raptors. Hey, make it 2-0 Vegas. I told you, tonight was not the night to bet against Vegas. Hey, 2-0 already. Look at people in Vegas. They're laughing. They're like, hey, it's fucking easy, this NHL shit. It looks like could be a rout tonight, boys. So, yeah, the Houston Rockets, they've won 22 of 23 basketball games. They're fucking dominant on the road. They're 13-1 straight up their last 14 games on the road. They're 11-3 against the spread in that run. The only game they've lost in like forever was against the Raptors. Like they haven't fucking lost since like fucking December or something now, besides losing to the Raptors. Meanwhile, though, the Portland Trailblazers have won 13 consecutive games. And the Portland Trailblazers are 12-1 against the spread in their last 13 games. So, you know, you've got this is Ginger versus Marianne. I don't know if that's the best reference. A lot of people probably don't know who the hell I'm talking about, but it's hot on hot. Hot on hot. I'll put it in terms, all right, I don't know. It's like a battle, Stormy Daniels and Melania Trump. There's a current reference. So basically, listen, you've got two smoking hot teams right now. I'd rather go with the smoking hot home team getting the smoking hot 5 points. Now, they've already played a couple of times this year. They played a couple of times this year. Listen, this last game, man, the Rockets scored 77 points in the first half. 11-3 against the spread in their last 14 road games, 13-1 straight up. Portland Trailblazers, 13 games they've won in a row. The Portland Trailblazers at home in their last 19 games are 18-1 straight up, 16-2-1 against the spread. This is what's impressive. 10 of the 18 home wins have come against teams that are in the playoffs. In a 19-game home run right now, 18-1 of the last 19. They were home dogs twice. They won both the games outright. Houston beat them earlier in the year, 124-117. The over has gone over the number, has cashed. The over has cashed 5 of the last 6 times that these two teams have played. I don't know, like you take Portland on the money line. You got almost sprinkle on this. So we'll take Portland +5, Portland on the money line, and we'll go over 218 points. That's how we're approaching this game. We're going over 218. Money line Blazers, and then the points plus the Blazers. The math is a little off here, though. Motherfuckers. I got my money tied up right now. What's going on with the Philadelphia fucking Flyers right now, anyways? 4-4 in overtimes. Fuck. Seems like a fucking shootout could be coming up. We all know how I do in shootouts. Not well. Jeff Feinberg. The GFE experience. As you know, Jeff, we love having you on, but you do move a lot. And, you know, you've caused some of our viewers some pattern and some spells of dizziness in the past. So we were going to give you the option for like audio only here. Figured you'd like it. You could sit back, smoke a bowl, you know, blaze away. And then we're like, no, people want to see it. People want to see it. But you seem pretty calm tonight, Jeff. What's going on?
I'm all right, Gabe. I'm pretty calm. I'll try to stay pretty stationary here.
No, we've almost come to expect it. You're looking a little cleaner cut tonight, too.
Yeah, fresh in the lettuce. Had to do it last week. It's getting out of hand. I like to hold off a couple more weeks to, you know, wait for real spring or the Masters, but I couldn't wait any longer.
So I've heard, is it true that Pat Mayo has like taped you to the desk while you do the DraftKings videos? Is that true, or is that just an urban legend?
No, but we keep it. I got a ball. I gotta like stay in a box because it's hard. Because even like I make a hand movement and it gets into like his shot, Pat doesn't react well to like even the slightest thing. So it's like
He doesn't like you stealing his fucking look, right? And putting your hand in.
no, yeah, it ruins a perfect shot if just like the motion of like my hand, just like or doing anything. So I don't know. I'm good.
Jeff Feinberg. But Feinberg's all business tonight, guys. He's all he's all people are saying smoke one anyways. All right, Jeff. So by chance, I'm sure you've seen on the news that there's a Unabomber on the loose right now.
Yeah, it's pretty scary.
Unabomber 2.0. This motherfucker, like 6-7 bombs in the last week or so. Now there was a copycat tonight. It wasn't Unabomber's new Unabomber's bomb. It was like some motherfucker local just dropped some fucking device in a fucking Goodwill basket. Class act. Yet what are the odds, man, that the fucking the match play happens to be in Austin? And I said this earlier. It's not like these fucking PGA Tour players are like SEAL Team 6 types, Jeff. Like, I got to imagine there's some fucking pretty scared fucking golfers right now in their hotel room.
Yeah, I guess just don't open any packages. But I don't know. Like a lot of these guys, they get sent things all the time, and I don't think like from fans. I mean, like from sponsors or fresh set of hats or a fresh box of balls or what have you. So I don't know. I was thinking about it today. Like, if I ordered something on Amazon that I really wanted, would I even like risk opening it right now if I lived in that Texas area? So it's all real creepy.
Well, if I was in the Texas area, to be honest, I'd probably be. I just got back from Vegas. I probably would have just stayed in Vegas. Like, now's the time that you're like, all right, now's that time for that vacation I was always putting off. You just wait for this to be over. So what if I told you right now, Jeff, that I said, all right, Jeff, we've got free airfare, hotel, and course pass for you, but you got to go to Austin right now, and you got to cover this tournament for us for the next 4 days, and it's on Sports Rage's dime, SBR's dime, but you got to go to Austin right now. Are you going?
Yeah, of course. That's not even a question. I just don't open the mail.
You would go.
Oh, yeah, it's a pretty yeah.
I'll play. Well, it could be some tripwire somewhere.
Oh, you're a gambler. Like, I'd play the odds, and I'll make it through.
You got to believe too that golf course actually is fucking safer than the White House is right now. These fucking PGA pussies, they got bomb sniffing dogs all over the place there right now.
Yeah, I mean, you would probably know better than I would, but isn't Austin like a pretty hoity-toity kind of town? Like, isn't it?
It's like the cultural non-redneck. Well, Texas isn't as redneck as people think it is in the first place, but it's like
is it where the university is?
Yeah, it's the University of Texas. There's like the Butthole Surfers are from there. It's like, artists, painters, punk rock. It's like alternative. It's actually like a Democrat sort of place, libertarian.
Yeah, it's become like a very hip like place for like music festivals and like all sorts of shit.
Yeah. It's a great city, great town, actually. Everyone raves about it. That everyone loves Austin except this motherfucker that's blowing it up. He obviously doesn't like something about Austin.
I don't know. I watched that Netflix show on the Unabomber. It was pretty good, but maybe that inspired these freaks.
You know what school the Unabomber went to? Who's his alum? Who's he pulling for the tournament?
Kaczynski. He was from somewhere on the East Coast, wasn't he? I don't know.
Michigan.
Yeah. Okay.
The team. The bomb. Michigan were the ones. We were the ones that set the Unabomber off. Like, we're the ones that pissed him off. We fired him from like a fucking junior professor gig or something like that, and yeah, he held a grudge for a long time. After that. So yeah, this guy's not quite like the Unabomber spread out his bombs over 20 years. This motherfucker spread them out over the last 8 days. It's a little different though.
They seem pretty sophisticated though, with like you said, the tripwires and all that. But yeah, I don't know. It's the only thing that keeps Stormy Daniels off the news is these
For a couple
calls.
of minutes. For a couple of minutes, they were like, yeah, they talked about it for about 15, 20 minutes. They were like, all right, guys, that's enough. Like, get back to Stormy Daniels' tit shot.
Yeah.
I'm sure like they're just dying. Like, I'm sure someone's like, can we just show her naked? Like, I can respect it. The boys in the newsroom at CNN are just like, great. Every time they're like, all right, we got a new tit shot over here. Get it up. Get it up. They had a nice tiff with the lawyers tonight, actually, going with Trump.
I saw that. I saw that. The guy questioning like when he wasn't California registered, the lawyers.
Yeah. You're not even registered.
Yeah.
He pulls out a fucking picture of Cohen. He's like, where is this guy? He's not even here. Where is this guy?
I'll say this: that guy, Stormy's lawyer, he's pretty good. He's pretty good.
Yeah, he's pretty good. Yeah, I wouldn't mind him fucking representing. Yeah, he's pretty. I like what he told the guy. He goes, the last time I saw someone this nervous, I won $424 million off them.
Yeah.
He got all flustered. All right, Stormy Daniels' lawyer ate that stooge up, man. He's like, he goes, the paper, it was like crusty, fuck. He goes, that contract you guys have is barely a legal document. He's like, this is like, he goes, this paper, it's like, it's horrible. Buddy, and then the Cohen's lawyer got all defensive. He's like, he sounded like Krusty. This is a fine legal document. That was his answer. This is a fine legal document that's been reviewed by lawyers. Yeah. I was like, holy fuck, I hope this guy ain't my guy. Fuck.
And like Melania's been like underground for a while now, right? Like no one's seen her for a while.
Well, what's she gonna say?
Fair enough.
She's fucking got him by the balls. She's got what she wants. Put it this way: Stormy Daniels has slept with Donald Trump more recently than Melania has. Yeah. I'll put it that way. But we'll move on. All right, so match play. I'm ready to go on this, man. Me, Cam, and Tony Sincata were all over this today. I got to be honest. The whole fucking thing gave me a headache, though, Jeff.
It can. I would say, I mean, for you, Gabe, and probably a lot of your SBR guys that aren't, the hardcore golf fans, this would be a perfect event for you to check in on Friday night. Once it's into the knockout round, we're down to 16 guys. There still might be some good numbers. I know you have no problem laying it with a favorite. I mean, once a favorite is through, I mean, you'll take a 4-1 on a weekend.
Yeah, on the weekend.
I'll just say this pod system, like you said, it gave you a headache. It gives me a headache, and I love this shit. It's really annoying. I wish they just went back to traditional match play. You come, you lose, you go home right away. This 3-day round robin bullshit, I'm not a fan of really at all. I will say this, though, to keep an eye. Since they've gone to this pod system, nobody has won the tournament without going undefeated in their pod. So you go 3-0 out of your weekend. Your round robin, you're ready for a weekend heater.
So they went to this format in 2015 where they scrapped the single stuff.
Yeah, guys didn't like coming for a day and going home.
I came all the way. I played 18 holes, and I'm going home. Well, tough shit. That's the deal.
That's what we'll see. Justin Rose, he's bailed on this tournament because he doesn't think it's good Masters prep, and you can understand why. Like it's a very the format.
Yeah.
And with the schedule change that's happening when they move the PGA in a couple of years, they're moving this, and I think it'll work out better. But he said, I don't like this time of year. I think it's horrible Masters prep for an elite player. And he said, I miss traditional match play. If you sign up to play match play, you know what match play means. It means you win and you move on. You lose, you go home. That's it. So, the 2015, they went to this pod system, 16 groups of 4. It's a 3-day round robin. It starts tomorrow. So if you're interested in betting, it starts tomorrow, Wednesday through Friday. You'll play everyone in your pod, the winner with the most points. I believe it's kind of like maybe soccer, 3 for a win, 1 for a tie. Obviously nothing for a loss. And the winner of the pod moves on. And then it becomes traditional match play through the weekend once we get to the Sweet 16.
All right. I just want to say, shout out to Hill Country in the chat right now. Says he lives in Austin, and you courageously opened a package from Bass Pro Shops yesterday. I wouldn't be opening up jack shit fuck right now, man.
Yeah.
Unless it was my weed. Yeah, I'd be very, very concerned about that. All right. So we went over. So like we said, when you're picking a winner, you got to sort of navigate through, all right, what's the group look like? Is he going to be able to get through it? I mean, basically, you know, you don't want to take multiple guys, right, from the same group. That's the good strategy, isn't it? To sort of be careful about clicking like, oh, shit, these two are in the same group. A good example, like Jordan Spieth and Patrick Reed, you know?
Yep.
You know?
Yeah. There is one scenario where I actually do have 2 bets in one group, but one of them is a super long shot, and I do feel like the winner, in my personal opinion, the winner of the Sergio Garcia group sort of has a bit of a road that I believe, an easier road maybe, to get into the Final Four. Sergio, though, Gabe, his wife is from Austin, so it's his American home, and they just had the kid. So he's ready to go, and people are like, I don't know, should I play him? Should I not play him?
You love the baby swag.
I love the baby swag. He's been pitting irons as well as anybody. I could make the case, I don't know, an excuse to Gabby. Who would want to stay alive more than the dad who just like, let me get out of the house for 6 hours today? If he doesn't make it to the weekend, he's got to be home. I'm sure there's lots of family. It can go both ways, you know. Mayo, you know, brought it up today that if you like Serge, don't let it talk you in or talk you out of it, in the sense that, you know, Jason Day, before he won at Torrey Pines, he withdrew from the Pro-Am with a back injury that scared people away. When Bubba won, people were afraid to bet him because he said he's playing in this NBA thing and he's doing the Ellen show. So I don't know. I try not to overread into much of that, but Sergio will be playing with a glow of a new father, and maybe that'll help him with the putter.
I've liked Sergio's game since he came back, and he's prepping for the Masters. As you mentioned, some guys are uptight. I get it. It's a different format. Could throw them out of the routine and the rhythm. I look at it more so as, all right, guys, this is sort of our last chance to sort of have fun before the Masters, you know, and go out there and hit some balls. You got to remember who pays the bills, right? And this is made for TV. It's not a coincidence that it's around March Madness that they're doing this during the tournament, etc. I like looking at the group in Group 7: Sergio Garcia, Xander Schauffele, Fratelli, and Don't Squeeze the Sharma at plus 400. This is one of my best bets, actually, the group stage here. I like Sergio Garcia to win this group at plus 162. I think some not bad price for Serge here. Come on, man. He can go 2-1 here.
Yeah, no, I pick him. He's one of my picks to win the tournament, so I do like him.
Like, he'd be favored, Jeff, in a head-to-head against any one of these guys. So I'm getting he's 162, right?
He is the A player, no doubt, in the group. There's one guy, he's a bit of a flyer that I'm kind of keeping an eye on this week, though, is this Dylan Fratelli fella, Gabe. He's a University of Texas. He's South African, but he's a University of Texas grad. He was on that national champion team with Jordan Spieth. So he's got a bit of a game. He would be sort of the dark horse, I think, could spoil that. People are looking at Sharma. Obviously, I respect what he's done, and Xander, but I'm expecting a big week from Sergio. In fact, I got him going all the way to my Final Four in my perfect world. But if he wins, I'd have no problem with that.
Cam's all in on Jon Rahm.
Oh, me too. Yeah, we're reading each other's mail. The Spaniard, ultra competitive, lost in the finals here last year to Dustin. I think he's clearly the A player in his group. Obviously, he's the third-ranked player in the world, so he got that status. I'm really high on Jon Rahm this week, especially. Coincidentally enough, that's another Spaniard that's got my money, and I said Sergio to the Final Four. That's where he meets Jon Rahm. On my bracket, loses as Jon Rahm goes on to win this tournament.
Dustin Johnson in Group 1, plus 100. The Canadian Adam Hadwin's plus 320. Kisner's plus 380. Wiesberger is plus 480. Everybody's going to take Dustin Johnson here. Just assume that Dustin Johnson's going to move on. But, you know, I'm kind of hesitant about, like, the the even money favorites. Like I wouldn't bet Rory at -138. I know he putted well last week and he played well, but I'm not in a hurry to lay him at -138 to win a group. And Dustin Johnson scares me a little bit. Adam Hadwin's playing good golf right now. Kisner can get hot. What do you make of this Group 1 stage here?
It's kind of hard to pick against Dustin. I'll be cheering against him because I'd like him to get ejected.
It's kind of hard to pick against Virginia in a bracket too last week in a tournament. Shit
happens. No, shit does happen. And this is upsets can happen a lot easier. Dustin is the defending champion though, Gabe. So on this course, he was in the midst of winning 3 in a row before he fell down the stairs the week of the Masters. He would look to get back in winning form. I don't know. Of these like super favorites, I kind of like Dustin to win his group more than say Justin Thomas or Rory McIlroy. But I'm hoping Hadwin's putter can get hot, or Kevin Kisner loves a good Pete Dye course, who's the architect of this one. I would have no problem seeing any of those guys knock Dustin off.
Is it going to be windy? We're in Texas. Obviously, winds could come into play, but is wind in the forecast?
I don't believe. I don't.
Not extra windy, at least.
Yeah, I'll say this. Yeah, not extra windy. And I guess the thing with match play, Gabe, is it's not that sort of thing where the guys playing in the morning, don't have to deal with something that the guys in the afternoon play with.
How does it work? Do they play two matches in a day then, 36 holes? How do they do it?
So Wednesday through Thursday, you'll play your one a day inside your pod. And then come the weekend, Gabe, you'll be playing the Sweet 16 and the Elite 8 on Saturday.
All at once, so it's one a day only, right? So
one a day for the round robin, but then when you get to the knockout stage, it's 2 a day. You'll play the Sweet 16 in the morning, the Elite 8 in the afternoon on Saturday, and then on Sunday you'll play your semifinal at first thing in the morning, and then the final in the afternoon. So yeah, young guy, it's a lot of golf. It's a lot of golf.
Kind of grueling, this, eh? Like going back to back like that.
It can be. John Rahm, a young guy, ultra competitive. Again, that's maybe one of the main reasons I'm looking at him.
I'm looking at some of these groups here. Gary Woodland's +200, Simpson's +220, Pat Perez +225. Soo Kim's not the player that he was last year, obviously, right now. What about Patty Perez, my boy, the metalhead and the boozer? Pat Perez at +225.
So, Gabe, last night, firstly, I'll say this. This group is a fun group because I think every single guy in that group has to feel happy they're in that group. Like, every one of those guys can make a case, I'm the best player kind of in this group. It kind of does feel wide open. I have no money there in terms of who's going to win. But I'll say this. Pat Perez is an American treasure. Last night, they did this TV show. It was a very painfully long hour show releasing these pods, and it was broken up with interviews with the players. We were kind of having a players party in the back. And Pat Perez is the only guy. He walks right on stage with his mixed drink in hand. Like he doesn't give two shits. He's like 150, 125 to 1 to win the Masters. I don't know, man. I see crazier things.
I don't know, dude, if he could ever break through, though.
I know, it'd be a big win, but like, I don't know. It feels like he's in the right place right now. But yeah, if I did have to pick a winner of this group, it would be Pat Perez. Although Webb Simpson has been putting fantastic this year, shocking enough. But off the tee, that's sort of been his issue. And I'll say this, historically, the guys that have done well at this event, at this course, have been very good off the tee. And I guess match play, one of those things where you can sort of lose a hole right off the tee, right? If you sort of shank your driver or someplace. So, sort of keep going. The most annoying thing ever, Gabe, is when you lose a hole with if you've got to make your opponents make birdie to win the hole. You make a par. If he's going to go make a birdie, then he probably deserved it.
There's a tournament where you don't beat yourself.
Yeah. If you just don't beat yourself for 18 holes, you're going to probably end up in a good spot more often than not. And the funny thing is, players that I think you should look to in events like this are guys that put up a lot of birdies, but their days get derailed because of, a lot of bad holes. Before Phil Mickelson finally won, he was kind of like that perfect example of a guy that would always have so many total birdies at the end of a tournament, but 1 or 2 triple bogeys kind of really derailed him. Here, the triple bogey, it's not worth a triple bogey. It's worth a lost hole. So guys that just have blow up holes are guys that, this event can suit at times.
Yeah, if you blow up, it's not like, fuck, my entire weekend's fucked.
Yeah, you didn't make an 8 on a stroke play. You kind of just lost the hole. Like, nothing you can do. You gotta move on.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Spieth and Reed together, which is interesting.
Spieth, a lot of shade, Gabe, a lot of shade. I'm never this Jordan Spieth banging the drum for him. I always look for funny ways to kind of pick on him, maybe because he's boring, what have you. A funny incident from the weekend, Patrick Reed had a rules incident. Yeah. He didn't like what the rules official had to say, and he pretty much said to the rules official, yeah, I guess I'm not Jordan Spieth. Saying, like, we all know, like, how the golden child.
Spieth, I guess, would be different, huh?
Yeah. So that was quite funny. But Jordan, man, I mean, I'm always looking for holes in Jordan, and that's just unfair by me. But something seems off there. That doesn't mean
the motherfucker doesn't win enough anymore, dude. If you
I think he's got to win. He's ranked over 100th in the world in putting, and it seems kind of weird. His Masters odds keep like shooting up.
I hate to say it too, fuck, man, because every fucking year, it's been a couple of years in a row I bought in that Rory hype going into the Masters, but fuck. If Rory's going to be putting, I got to take Rory to win the fucking Masters.
I guess you can't back off now. Yeah, and Bay Hill greens, Gabe, they're very fast.
It doesn't mean I like Rory tomorrow, or it doesn't mean I like Rory to win this thing. The guy I like, Jeff, is actually a guy that fucked me, and you have a good memory for this, but I'm pretty sure it was this fucking tournament, man. This is the one when Jason Day fucking withdrew last year because his mother was sick or something, right?
That might have been it. And as defending champion here in Austin.
Not because I was like, dude, you already knew your mother was sick. Fuck. And I lost on that. I bet pretty big on him too, man. And another one too. I don't know if it was Spieth. I think it was actually fucking Rory. Rory fucking sucked and basically quit because he knew he wasn't going to win. And he sort of tapped out. Like, this match play can be dangerous, Jeff, man. Like, some guys can fucking, like, sort of flame out. It's sort of like betting on March Madness. If shit ain't going well for a guy, like you said, yeah, he can get over it. But if shit really doesn't go well and he's just like, fuck this, I'm already fucking down. I'm not coming back. I'm going to be 0-2 after this. I'm going to get eliminated. Yep. It gets ugly out there, fuck.
Yeah, it gets ugly. You can see guys even withdraw on the third day, like kind of with nothing to play for. It does happen.
You have someone else in the pool, fucking in the group, and motherfucker.
Yeah, and Gabe, you can't forget. I mean, some guys are playing for, there's the main majority of this field. An event win like this would be the biggest win of their career. There's no doubt about it. But there's also a handful of players here that if things aren't sort of going right early, their mind will quickly go to, well, how can I best again prepare myself for the Masters? And,
a guy like DJ.
Yeah, but sure, but
that's your boy. I know.
No. I hope again he's at 7-1. Like I hope he gets knocked out. I don't bet him. Him getting eliminated would open the road for a lot of players in an event like this.
The guy that caught my eye, and I don't know why, but there's a couple of guys that actually caught my eye, was Tommy Fleetwood. I've been riding the Fleetwood Max right. And, he's 35-1 or so, 33-1, whatever. You got Tommy Fleetwood and Jason Day. I mean, Jason Day has shown he's a competitive motherfucker. He always plays that, my back and my vertigo. And then he goes out there and he starts dropping fucking putts and shit and hitting shots. Jason Day's always dangerous. I don't know, Jeff. I sort of look at this more from just sort of a gambler. And I listen to people. I talk to you guys about it. But when I look at the screen, Jason Day's name sort of looks at me, and so does Hideki, actually. I think Matsuyama is going to hang around a little bit here, Jeff.
Yeah, okay, so to touch on all three of those names, Jason Day, I'll say this for Day, and Pat's touched on it a lot recently. He really is one of the most underrated golfers in the world, except under two circumstances, Gabe. The week after he wins a tournament, people decide we're going to respect him, and majors. Where, I don't know, he's still majors, the odds board still, they respect him. Those are really the only, other than that, he really is an underrated golfer, not really appreciated, with his skill set. Tommy Fleetwood, I absolutely love. I hope he doesn't win this week because I don't want him to pop before the Masters, where I got one of those big tickets from the fall before he sort of, his numbers come real crashing down. My concern with Fleetwood, to me, Gabe, that I'd argue the group he found himself in is arguably the group of death with Berger and Chappell and even Ian Poulter, who's got this match play aura, an Englishman in a Ryder Cup year who probably wants to show the Ryder Cup brass.
You know what we called the group of death today? What being
the Norin Finau?
Yeah, group 13. Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah,
Alex Peters, Thomas Peters,
Kevin Knott.
Now and Kevin Dodd. That's Berger's row right there.
Yeah, those two. Those two, I have them really close. They're kind of like co-group of death.
When you look at that compared to what Paul Casey gets with Fitzpatrick, Stanley, and Henley, come on, fuck. You know what I mean? That plus 120 is not a bad bet. He's got a nice soft group here.
No, but that's also, Gabe, a reason why if Sergio can get – that's the reason. Like, if Sergio can get through that pod, he gets to play that winner. I really like that. Yeah, that Finau Norin. I'll say this for anyone who sort of golf kind of isn't their thing, but they'll take a shorter weekend number. The winners of those groups of death might be two guys to look at to jump in on when we cut this thing down to 16, because you are going to have to be playing really good. Because we know with match play, Gabe, you can play fantastic and still lose, and you can play horribly and win. It's like a weird thing. You got to pay attention. A guy might be 2-0, but he literally could be 2 over par for the week. Like, it's literally, you got to read into it. I guess like March Madness, you can make the case, much like March Madness, in many ways is the same. So it's really interesting in that regard. So Day, Fleetwood, and who's the third player that you mentioned there?
Day, Finau, and Fleetwood.
Oh, sorry. No, it was Day, Fleetwood, and I don't know. Was Finau the third? He's in that group of death.
Oh, the group of death. Oh, it was Norin Peters, Thomas Peters, Kevin Dodd, Finau.
Yeah. That's the group of death. That'll be a scary run there. I don't know. I was looking maybe to bet Norin. I was looking maybe to bet Fleetwood. When I saw their draws, I was like, geez.
So who's your guy in the end then?
Well, to fill out an actual bracket, just for the process of doing it, I did, and I had John Rahm winning. I had him beating Sergio on one. So my final four is Sergio versus Rahm on one side, and on the other, I believe I had Patrick Cantley and Louis Oosthuizen. But I don't know. That's me just being hopeful. I also really like Tyrrell Hatton this week, Gabe. I thought he might have gotten a good draw. And he's a real feisty.
Plus 150.
Yeah, he's a real ultra feisty, ultra competitive guy that I really think suits match play. And in a Ryder Cup year, I know it's a weird thing to think, but everyone's sort of got to put on a show.
Yeah, Ty Hatton's got this group plus 150.
You mentioned Hideki. I got nothing against Hideki. He finally came back last week. Was the first time we saw him in a while with the wrist injury, and I thought he looked really good. No wonder you noticed him, because the odds makers have kind of, for an elite player, his numbers have kind of drifted quite high, and even for the Masters game, he's flirting in that 35-40 range, and I know he's never broken through at a major, and he puts a lot of pressure on himself. He wears it for his country. The story last year that he was seen he pretty much broke down after losing the PGA Championship last year in a heartbreaking fashion. Cry. So he wears it all. He wears that pressure. So hopefully he could overcome it. But he's still battling a wrist injury.
Players never won a major before.
Yeah.
The pressure builds. So golf's in a pretty good spot right now leading up to the Masters, Jeff. Tiger Woods is back. We'll find out how back, but he's playing well, so good for him. He's in the rotation. Rory McIlroy has found his game right now leading up into the Masters. We'll see what Spieth can do. Justin Thomas is playing great. Sergio Garcia, the defending champion. Does old Uncle Phil have one last fucking, shot of glory left in him? If he does, this is the fucking track for it to happen at Augusta. This Masters, for you real golf geeks, this one's going to be off the hook. And I'm the casual guy, and even I'm looking at this and going, oh, yeah, this one They've got a lot of storylines. And fucking Jim, put it this way, Jim Nantz is going to be going fucking crazy.
Yeah, this is one. This is gonna be a bit of a game changer for the first time in a while. Obviously, the Masters sort of always brings golf fans or non-golf fans into the hemisphere, but sort of Tiger just changes everything, Gabe. 3 straight top 15s going into the Masters. He became the favorite for the Masters after his front 9 on Thursday
Which is fucking
of the tournament.
It
is ridiculous. I think you could, like, I'll say this just as an example. Last week at Bay Hill, I think he went off at what, 6.5 to 1. If Dustin Johnson, Jordan Spieth, Justin Thomas, Rory McIlroy won 2 tournaments in a row, Gabe, they probably wouldn't even be 6 to 1. And that's what Tiger was last week.
Yeah.
The fact that his number is lower than anyone else to win at the Masters, I would love for him to win. It would be amazing. But we'll call that number what it is. It's straight hero worship to decide you're going to bet a number. I love the guy. I'm very pro Tiger.
It happens all the time in golf, in which a guy wins and everyone jumps on a bandwagon. And Tiger even more so, obviously, than others. We see it with Rory right now. Rory's at 9 to 1, Tiger at 10 to 1. I mean, these numbers, big difference from what they were a couple of weeks ago for both these guys, specifically Tiger, especially.
Yeah, and Rory has come down as well because, you know, his game wasn't looking too sharp, and now it looks perfect. The Tiger number is an interesting one to dissect, Gabe. I believe before he played in that hero charity thing at the Bahamas, it was flirting with about 100. And then, you know, just as, you know, the week leading into that through practice rounds, it dropped to 80. And then he showed life there with his short game, and that essentially dropped it to like the 30, 35 range. And then pretty much every week on tour, it's kept dropping as he's kind of just sort of held his own, going to places he hadn't normally played well and playing very well, like he did at the Valspar in Tampa. And now, you know, it's hit the breaking point. But, you know, maybe that pushes other guys' numbers up. Like we saw last week at Bay Hill, there were other numbers across the board pretty advantageous because Tiger was in form. I mean, just as an example, Rory got pushed to like 16, 18 to 1. Tiger's at 6. Even Ricky Fowler, who as usual was there for 3 days and choked out, 20 to 1. You're telling me it's probably a bad example because Ricky doesn't win enough, but he's not 4 times less like Tiger's not 3 times more likely to win than Ricky Fowler is. It's just not true.
I saw that Rory was bitching about people getting too drunk on the course right now. You've been to these PGA events. Are people getting pretty shit-faced out there?
Yeah, apparently earlier in the tournament, someone was like heckling him and sort of like chanting his wife's name at him all day. He acknowledged like they're selling the beer. Like,
I like the hypocrisy of him though. He bitches about the alcohol and then he celebrates with a fucking shot of vodka.
Yeah, he made a joke about it, like how like I guess yeah, but no, he just level of accountability of events. Gabe, there's beer tents everywhere. So, you know, all these hospitality
son drinking beer too.
All these hospitality, corporate hospitality, they're all, you know, so it comes into the prize pool and you know, maybe there's a fine line that somewhere they've got to figure out what they want to do.
All right, Jeff. Great stuff as always. So what time is tee off? You get up early for this stuff?
No, it's not that early. It's in Austin, so I think they're a bit of a different time zone. I think the first match is teeing off around 10:30 Eastern, so you can make your bets in the morning.
That's not bad at all.
No. Incredibly, you know, it's a decent TV event early in the week, but as it drags on, it's a pretty horrible TV event when it's like a 2-man match. You know, it's pretty boring.
Yeah, unless you have money on it.
Yeah, of course. But even still, it's a lot of time.
Yeah, during the weekend it'll be one of those deals. Hey, it's a commercial break in a basketball game. You know what I mean? And I'll flick it over there. So I don't know if you saw the Zay Jones video tonight. Yeah, to be honest, I didn't even see the video. I didn't want to click. I don't need to see this fucking guy melt down and want to jump off a balcony. Fuck. But as I stated, I don't know if you remember last year, motherfucker wore an OJ Simpson car chase fucking t-shirt on draft day. And, you know, you can do all the scouting. And I hate to admit, man, I remember I was real high on Zay Jones, too. I'm like, this kid's awesome and shit. Yet, you know, I guess when a kid wears a fucking OJ Simpson fucking car chase t-shirt on draft day, you should probably pull the plug and say, you know what? Let's go with the fucking kid that isn't wearing the OJ Simpson car chase t-shirt.
Yeah, I like you. I kind of bought into a lot of the Zay Jones hype, and I don't know. It seems like a real disappointing setup, especially because they need these weapons sort of to help, you know, progress whoever that young quarterback's going to be. So it's quite annoying, I'm sure.
I was more worried about him and his safety, Jeff. As far as he's concerned, hey, whatever. You know, we got $1 million draft picks, use one, draft another fucking wide receiver, and hope that he doesn't get high on bath salts. What can I say?
That's good strategy.
Yeah, this is scouting department. It's like, come on, guys, fuck, do a little deeper here. You know, thing is, he's got a brother in the NFL on the Vikings, and that's who was telling him to chill and shit. His brother told him, chill out, man. Stop freaking out. And then he fucking kicked his fucking foot through a fucking window. But he was naked when he did it and shit. So he cut his foot all up and stuff. It's even worse, man. Like, yeah, the kid needs help. It's too bad. Now we know, we look back last year. He struggled a lot last year. I actually wasn't that hard on him because he made a few plays. He was a good blocker. The kid was trying and shit. And shit wasn't going his way, but he didn't pout about it. He kept on fighting through it, but God knows what else this fucking kid's fighting through too, you know?
Yeah. It's a bad look.
Yeah, it's and now he'll be remembered forever as the naked dude. Fuck, you know? If he plays, I don't know. We'll see it, but I wouldn't count on it right now. I wouldn't count on it. All right, Feinberg, good stuff. Enjoy the tournament. May the winners be yours.
Thanks, Gabe. All the best.
There's Jeff Feinberg with us, who was pretty stationary tonight, actually.
For the most part, I got a little fidgety at the end.
Yeah. No, pretty good. I sit next to Cam.
I was trying. All right, later, Gabe.
I sit next to Cam Stewart every day, so I'm used to people fidgeting and moving around me. Yeah, I'm not like oh, fuck Zay Jones, he screwed us. I'm not looking at it really from a Buffalo Bill football standpoint. Yeah, we can move on. You know, the fact is the kid struggled immensely last year. Clearly, he has issues to deal with. Life's bigger than the fucking Buffalo Bills, man, and our wide receiver, whatever. We got the draft pick wrong. What seems to happen which seems to happen with a regularity, actually, with the Buffalo Bills. As long as we don't draft, you know, as long as you get it right this time. I've said it before, though. The Buffalo Bills are a very unpredictable franchise. I'm not shocked they signed A.J. McCarron. I sort of saw it coming a bit, to be honest. I knew that they liked him. They like guys with, like, cannon arms. A.J. McCarron's got a strong arm. But A.J. McCarron's got no guarantees, you know? You can tell by the contract that they gave A.J. McCarron. He got a 2-year, $10 million deal. I mean, he's making $5 million a year. It's not like A.J. McCarron's locked in as the Buffalo Bills quarterback right now. They got him for insurance, and now the Buffalo Bills will try and wheel and deal. But one thing with this Zay Jones situation, it does force their hand right now where they're going to have to draft a wide receiver. They like A.J. McCarron's arm. You know, they've seen him play. The Buffalo Bills general manager, listen, A.J. McCarron's only started 4 games. And the Buffalo Bills general manager and coach said that they watched every throw that he's ever made. They're pretty hardcore. They said that they watched every throw that he made in Alabama and with the Cincinnati Bengals. Every throw. That's pretty hardcore. Brandon Bean said, "Yeah, I watched every throw this kid's ever made before, and I like how the ball comes out, and I see it too. You know, he was 36-4 at Alabama. He's a two-time national champion. He's been coached under Nick Saban. He's a serious kid, you know, at least when it comes to football. Like, he's coachable. I do like Christian Kirk a lot, but I've given up on giving my fucking opinions on wide receivers, guys. I was right about Odell Beckham, but he's actually a fucking head case too. So Odell, you know, Odell's a head case. They're all head cases, these kids nowadays. What I don't understand is, though, these guys that make all this money and they get all fucked up on like fucking, I don't even know what they're doing. People are saying that Zay Jones on K2. I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what that fucking is, man. You know, but you know, we have a track record of this. Fucking Marcel Darius drinking cough syrup and shit, and cough syrup fucking mix, and like, it's like, guys, you know what I mean? You could afford fucking real drugs if you wanted to, you know? It's like, listen, Zay, do a line of blow in your hotel room. You won't want to jump off the balcony and beat your brother up, and you know, you probably won't fail the drug test. So you're not going to get tested for another 2 months, 3 months. You'll be all right. Yeah, I don't know. Like, why? I don't know why they do this synthetic shit and this fucking poor man shit. I don't get it. I don't know what K2 is. I don't want to know what K2 is. I don't know. Like I said, though, the kid wore a fucking O.J. Simpson car chase jersey. O.J. Simpson actually did an interview with the Buffalo News the other day. Our boy Dar sent me the links. In which he only wanted to talk about the Buffalo Bills. He did it with like the Buffalo Bill beat writer. But he, you know, he obviously ventured outside of the Bills a little bit. But there's a Bills bar in Las Vegas. All right. There's a lot of Bills fans in Las Vegas. A lot of people from that part of New York and stuff. And so there's a lot of Bills fans, and there's like there's a Buffalo Bills bar. I've been there. And they serve like poutine, actually Canadian dudes. Fuck. The guy's from like Niagara Falls. One of the guys from like Toronto that owns the place. And I've been there. Blessing took me there. And I guess O.J. Simpson watched the fucking the Bills playoff game there. He went in, and people like were like, "Holy fuck!" O.J. went in, and O.J. talked about how LaShawn McCoy fucking is his buddy, and that you know that he loves the Bills. The Bills fans never really totally turned their back like everyone else. He said he appreciates that they didn't take him down off the Wall of Fame, which, you know, you're kind of lucky we didn't, O.J. Like, to be honest with you, like, it's fucking like only Buffalo wouldn't take this down. It's like, you know, we really want to have his fucking name up there. Like, what do you guys think? Should the Buffalo Bills like leave O.J. Simpson's name up on the wall? It's like he's next to Jim Kelly and these guys. It's like Marv Levy, Jim Kelly, O.J. Simpson. It's like the motherfucking killed two people, right? Like, he fucking killed two people. We all know he did it. We all know he did it. The guy did an interview, If I Did It. Fuck. He wrote a book, If I Did It. The thing is, he was found not guilty. Like Shano says, he was found not guilty. That's who they should put up on the Wall of Fame. Charlie and AC Cowlings. It's funny in the interview, OJ says that he still hopes to do football games on TV one day. It's like, OJ, listen, OJ, there's a better chance that I get hired to be the analyst on Monday Night Football than you do, all right? And I got zero chance of being the analyst on Monday Night. Like, I have a better chance of being hired by the NFL Network than OJ Simpson does. Like, it's like OJ's like, well, I'd still like to talk football on TV, but he goes, they're kind of scared of me. It's like, yeah, no shit, OJ. Fuck yeah, NBC's putting you next to Dan Patrick this Sunday. Fuck. One thing though was pretty I found interesting about the interview. He wasn't a major fan of Ralph Wilson, the Buffalo Bills owner. He actually goes off. He's like, the reason the Buffalo Bills never won is because of Ralph Wilson. And he goes, I was with the Buffalo Bills and he was cheap. And he goes, we could have won in 1975. And OJ had a good line. He said that OJ Simpson said he met with Ralph Wilson and he was with his agent. And this was in 1975. And it was when he was signing a contract. And he rushed for 2,000 yards and shit, OJ, right? And he rushed for 2,000 yards and he rushed for 1,800 yards. Think about that. Like, that's just hard to do. So he rushed for 2,000 yards and then 1,800 yards. And OJ said that the 1,800-yard season was actually better because he had like 600 yards receptions too. So whatever. So like OJ was on fire and the Bills were actually getting good. And I guess OJ fucking said, listen, fucking just pay me, fuck. And he said, you got to sign a couple of guys. And he goes, we can beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. I guess they beat the Steelers in a regular season the year before, whatever. And he said, we could beat the Steelers, and they're the best team in the league. And he said, we're getting close to Ralph Wilson. And Ralph Wilson said, he goes, why do I want to win a championship? He goes, if I win a championship, I'll have to pay everyone more. And he goes, the seats are already full already. And that's been the Buffalo Bills fucking mentality for fucking ever, man. They never admit that, but it's true. OJ might be a murderer, but he's right about Ralph Wilson. He lives on the Red Rock Country Club golf course. What's going on, Erica Duke? How you doing, buddy? Harold Ballard, fuck. Harold Ballard was crazy. Harold Ballard was crazy. Yeah, Ballard had the same thought process, right? Yeah, if the Leafs win, I got to pay you more. Fuck, I'm already sold out anyways. Why? What does it matter? That's the thing, man. Kyle Turley told us that about NFL owners. He goes, man, you got to understand, Gabe, because they don't care. Fuck. He goes, they're already winning. Fuck. They all make hundreds of millions of dollars a year. They don't care about winning. And he goes, and same shit. He goes, winning's a pain in the ass for them because of the contracts and stuff. Same shit. Basically, like if you're an NFL owner, you just want to sign a free agent or two every year, fool your fans. Hey, look, we signed this guy, buy our season tickets. And, football fans are loyal and stupid. Fuck. Look at me. I'm a Bills fan. Bills arrested me. I went to a Bills game and they arrested me. Fuck. And fucking, I'm still a fan. Like, after that, I should hate them. The Bills have ruined hundreds of Sundays of mine over the years. They've cost me fucking probably $300,000, if not more, of my life. And they arrested me. And I'm still a fan of their team. Like the blind devotion of the fucking NFL teams we have is ridiculous. Tim Anderson brought it up. If Roger Goodell came to your house, knocked on your door, and punched you in the face, you'd still watch NFL football. Like, that's the thing. It's like they know it too. It's like, fuck. Like, it'd be real hard to just say, you know what? Fuck you guys. I've done it a lot too. I've tweeted the Buffalo Bills. You can fucking suck my cock. I fucking hate you. Like, I've sent the Bills so many angry emails over the years and like fucking tweets. Like, I'm never stepping foot. Like, I've sent them fucking shit. I'm never buying another piece of your fucking gear ever again. You're a fucking embarrassment. And then when they get in the playoffs and I'm crying, it was fucking great. Fucking yeah. It's like, that's what it is. They know it too. It's like that guy, that movie, The Fan. The guy that's the Eagle fan, the Patton Oswalt movie. Like that Patton Oswalt. Like, the Philadelphia Eagles ruined this guy's fucking life. Like liking the Eagles, ruined his life, put him in jail. And then the movie ends. Fuck. He looks at the schedule. He's like, I think we're 13-3. Yeah, Conflict Diamond race 4th tonight. You know what? It's an improvement. There were 9 horses in the race. We finished 4th. He showed some fight. He just doesn't have that extra little burst. It was a long race tonight, actually. He just doesn't have that extra little burst right now, but he's getting there. You can tell. And we get a check for 4th place, even though we never see these fucking checks. But I'd rather him finish 4th than fucking 6th. I'll put it that way. I'd rather him finish 4th than motherfucking 6th. He looked good. I like this track. He's got a new home, a new trainer. This is the first race for a new driver, new trainer. I thought he looked pretty good, actually. We're definitely going in the right direction.
Anyone else like to share? How about you in the back with the glasses, sir?
My name's Bobby, and I am an addict.
Hey, Bobby.
Hi, Bobby. You know, you folks aren't here because you're gamblers. You are here because you are terrible gamblers.
Hey, Bobby.
These folks don't need to stop doing what they're doing. They just need to get better at it. Who's stealing?
Who's in? Hello, my name is Gabby, and I'm an addict. $3-0 for the Las Vegas Golden Knights. Looks like they put on a pretty good production in there, actually. They got that Vegas feel to it. They just showed the arena up high. They got like fucking lights, fucking sort of lasers fucking going around, like popping up. We were some guys in Vegas that went to the game the other night. They said the arena was fucking loud as fuck. $3-0 for Vegas right now. We laid the $1.50 in this game. But let's check in with the Portland Trailblazers and the Houston Rockets. It's a lot of motherfucking curling on TV right now, I'll tell you that much. 31-30 for the Portland Trailblazers. 11 minutes remaining in the second quarter of play. Houston Rockets are now -3.5. The in-game total is 223.5. I saw somebody asking about the total. It's 223.5. Now, we also brought up earlier that Bet Online has been suffering some technical difficulties as of late. So we want to pass on the Bet Online Love over to Intertops. Intertops, good book too. Been around forever. Intertops, good bonuses. So Intertops, check out Intertops. Get yourself that bonus over at Intertops. SBR. $33-31 for the Houston Rockets. Should be an entertaining basketball game here this evening from the Rose Garden. Detroit Pistons are up 44-38 right now. We jumped in on Mississippi State. We were right about that. We were wrong about the over. Louisville just fucking rolled over in this game, man. A little bit frustrating. Louisville just tapped out, but hey, it is what it is. We'll keep our eye on this in-game number all night. I tell you what, the Atlanta Hawks giving the Utah Jazz all that they can handle right now. 91-90 with 2 minutes remaining. The Hawks were big underdogs in this game. And wow, good thing we didn't get in on this Devils Sharks game. It's fucking 3-1 for the San Jose. Dun, 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 dun. The Sharks. Houston on an 11-0 run right now, taking a 36-31 lead. But boom, Portland responds with a 3-ball. In-game total up to 224.5. And they got to 141 last time they 241 the last time they played. I'd expect some points in this basketball game. I know they both play better defense as of late, but still, it's too much talent on the court not to score. We'll talk, we'll check in on the Sweet 16 lines, share some of our Sweet 16 thoughts, direction that we're going in right now. All right, in-game total's up to 225.5 right now. We're already on the over 218. But we're going to grab a little piece of this one right now. I think it's now 224.5. I think it's going to be one of these track meets, guys. They're both already into the high 30s. There's still 9 minutes left in the second quarter. We should be at fucking 120 at the half. And then we get to 120 at the half. I see the in-game total is 116.5 for the first half here right now. Damian Lillard just hit a shot. Utah Jazz taking a 2-point lead. Ooh, we've got some Costa Rica Premier Division soccer going on right now. What up, prediction guy? Well, we were here last night for 2 hours. We're supposed to be here for 2 hours, but listen, my computer's fine. My internet's fine. Google Hangouts, I can't control it. Last night it was like Google Hangouts seemed all right, but it wouldn't pick up on YouTube. Like Google Hangouts and YouTube are correlated. And I know it wasn't my computer because right after the show last night, I watched The Walking Dead on a stream and I had no problems. I've got like even higher speed internet than I used to now. We got a nice, clear, crystal clear picture. Where's Mick these days? Mick was on vacation the last couple of weeks, Eric. Mick returns to the rotation this week, actually, as the AFL kicks off this week. Jay Happ, opening day pitcher for the Toronto Blue Jays. Yeah, that just cements my fucking under 81.5. There's no way in hell the Jays win 82 games. If Jay Happ is your top pitcher, you got problems. Listen, you got to be patient. You got to be patient if you're taking this, but we'll jump into the baseball early next week, leading a couple of days into it, and then we'll start clicking. We'll get a couple of futures in and stuff like that. But yeah, the Blue Jays aren't winning 82 games. It kind of sucks. You got to wait for fucking ever. But listen, if you don't think you're going to die, then it's not bad, you know? Because look, a baseball future, you make a baseball future bet, you're going to get paid on that last Sunday, the last Sunday of September. I remember I had 2 years ago, I had a big baseball future. I had a bunch of fucking season win totals and shit, and I won all of them. And I was so excited. I was like, man, I'm going to crush it. I won like $3,000 in futures. That's the one good time it's actually good to bet with a bookie. If you want to piss your bookie off, fucking just load up on a bunch of futures with them. And then load up on a bunch of futures with them and say, I'll see you in 6 months. Fuck. And but the only thing with that is you're betting with a bookie that could disappear in 6 months' time. But it's, you know, futures, credit's great for futures. Fuck. So I bet a bunch of credit on futures, man. I told the Sportsbook, I was like, I told the guys too. I had like fucking $3,000 credit, and I told them I need $5,000 credit, this week, and $5,000 in next week because I want to bet a bunch of baseball futures. And they weren't too happy about it. They gave me like $5K credit because they knew what I was doing because it just sits there forever, right? I'm basically investing in something that I don't have the money to invest in. Fuck. So I put like $500 on all these futures, $500 on the fucking Dodgers over, $500 on the Reds. Like I won like fucking 5 or 6 baseball futures, like a nickel each. And I was all happy for so long, like for like fucking like weeks in September. I was like, wow, man. I was like, I have to wait, but fuck, September 30th, man. I'm gonna have like 3,500 fucking bucks in that account. Fuck, I'm fucking stoked. I was like, man, I got to do these futures more often because I'm very good future better, but I don't have a lot of patience. So I was like, I really got to do this more often. I'm gonna win, and you know, football season starts by then, right? So I got fucking my ass handed to me, man. I got my ass handed to me that week with the bookie. And instead of getting like $3,500 in fucking baseball futures, I remember I won like $197 or something. Even the bookie's like, you know, he goes, if you didn't have such a bad football Sunday, you would have gotten all that baseball. And I'm like, yeah, I'm aware, buddy. So basically my whole baseball season of brilliance of like all these futures that I put, basically just covered my ass for one bad Sunday. Like, that's what it was reduced to. It's like, man, that's pathetic. Fuck. So I was like, after all that, fuck, that's, you know. And then last year in the NFL, I bet that Florida Atlantic over. Remember the IFBC, Sportsbook Review, the IBC in Costa Rica? I told everyone, take Florida Atlantic football team over 4.5 wins. They won fucking 11 games. Fuck. Like, that was like a fucking lock. But I also said take the Arizona Cardinals to win more than 8.5 games. And I fucking bet big on that, man. I bet big on the Arizona fucking Cardinals to win 8.5 games. And motherfucking David Johnson gets fucking hurt in week 1. They're winning like fucking 31-9 to whatever. They're winning the game by double digits in Detroit in week 1. I'm like, yes, fuck, we get this one. This is smooth sailing. I think they still finished 8-8. I missed out by half a fucking game without David Johnson, Carson Palmer, and all the stooges that they had playing for them. Yeah, this year will be this year the IFBC is in Las Vegas. It's not in Costa Rica. I guess we're not welcome in Costa Rica anymore. Part of me is stoked. I'm like, yeah, that's pretty cool. IFBC in Vegas will be a good time. There'll be a lot more. I think more people will be able to go. But another part of me is like, man, I like Costa Rica. Yeah, we got to lock that down with Jimmy the Bag. I responded to him. He didn't get back to me after. $44-43. Starting to slow down just a little bit here. Not much, but just slowing down a little. Still 3-0 in the Golden Knight game. Still 3-1 in the hockey game as well. So we'll take our first break of the evening here. Detroit Pistons beating up on the Phoenix Suns right now. 58-44. You know you're bad when you're losing by fucking 14 to the Detroit Pistons, man. I don't really know how much of a difference of a hassle it is, Sean, to be honest with you. Toronto to Costa Rica is 4 hours and 55 minutes direct. Toronto to Las Vegas is 4 hours. It's like the same thing. It's like, yeah, you're going to a different country, but it's the same fucking thing, essentially. The direct flight, you do a direct flight to Costa Rica, it's the same thing as Vegas. Yeah, that's one thing. Nah, Shoeless Joe's has enough TVs, Big Will. Shoeless Joe's has enough TVs, and the manager's not an idiot there. He'll have basketball on a few of the TVs, but it won't be on the giant screen with sound. That's for fucking sure. To be honest, though, a lot of these modern sort of sports bars, they don't even put sound on games anymore. It turns chicks off. Like, you can't stay in business just sort of having games on with loud sound. No one wants to hear commercials on TV and shit. Like, that's the big thing in Toronto now. There's all kinds of bars that show sports, but they're not sports bars. They're sort of, you know, they're sort of like, you know, chicks. They're playing like cooler music. They're cranking the music. Fucking chicks, like chick nights. They're getting drunk on wine and their booze and shit. And the games are on, but the sound is down. So that way it doesn't turn the casual person off. Anyone that's watched Bar Rescue is aware of, like, you can't make money with a sports bar. Owning a sports bar is like as good of an idea as buying a racehorse. Sports bars, you used to be able to make money with a sports bar. But every game's on TV now, fuck. And man, in the old days, even I used to go to a sports bar. I used to go to a sports bar every fucking night. Every night I'd go to a sports bar. In the late 80s and shit like that, and then the early 90s in Montreal, man, when I got back from LA, I used to fucking every night I'd go to Champs or fucking Zazu's, or there was no choice. You didn't, you know, you had a few games on cable. It wasn't like nowadays. Fuck, if you needed, you know, you wanted to see a Miami Heat game or something, man, you had to go to a sports bar. You want to see all the NFL games, you got to go to a sports bar. You want to see the fights, you got to go to a sports bar. You know, you want to see fucking WrestleMania, sports bar. Everything, sports bar. I was pretty lucky because I was a Bills fan, and the Bills games were always on TV. So what I would often do is I would watch the fucking 1 o'clock Bills game. I'd get it on TV, but it wasn't like nowadays. There wasn't like, you know, there wasn't even ESPN in those fucking days, basically. ESPN was showing fucking, you know, ping pong and shit. We talked about it, man. Remember seeing the highlights? Fuck, the George Michael sports machine. That would be the first time I'd see the highlights. There'd be times like I'd know who won my games and shit like that. I'd know the scores. but I really didn't know how it happened. You know what I mean? I'd be like, and I never forget, like when I won money, I'd love it on Sunday night. Fuck, I'd kick back, smoke a couple of spliffs, eat some popcorn and shit, and fucking wait for the George Michael sports machine to come on. Let's go to the tape. And you push the big button. He pushed, remember George Michael sports machine? He had like the big fucking buttons and shit. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's how it happened. He was like, oh, and an interception in the end zone. Hey, let's go to Miami. And like, but if I didn't win, it would be horrible. Fuck. You'd be like, oh, fuck. I got to watch the sports machine and watch these bad highlights. But to be honest with you, like basically like a shitload of my sports memories are in sports bars. From sports bars. But like I said, sports bars now, they can't stay in business because everyone has the direct ticket. Everybody fucking watches games online. So they can show games, but, you know, they have to have fucking karaoke nights and fucking dance and, you know, they got to mix it up. Yeah, I used to go to the Don Cherry. I spent a few nights in the Don Cherry's bars. Yeah, sports gambling keeps me out of trouble as well. You're right, Rich. You get less trouble sort of staying in, betting on sports. Yeah, you might lose a couple of bucks, fuck, but you go out to a bar. I mean, fuck, I go out, man. I'm down $400 before I even know it hit me. You know? At least when you bet on sports, you got a chance of getting the money back, fuck. You go out and get stupid and you go fucking get wasted and shit. You're not getting that money back. Don Cherry's bars always were, you know, There was a few of them are okay. I used to go when I was on the road with Homicide. They didn't have Don Cherry's bars. Like, I didn't even know we had a bar. Fuck. The Grapevine, that was it. Fucking, when I was in a metal band and I toured, fuck, I used to watch sports. I bet on it. And when I get a chance, I'd go to the sports bar, fuck. So I've been to a bunch of Don Cherry's around Canada and shit in the old days, but never here in Ontario. I went to a Don Cherry's in like fucking Halifax years ago, though. And it was pretty cool. They had like the Proline Select fucking machine in the bar. Sports bars do well, though, in the playoffs. If the local team's in the playoffs. All right, so this game is as close as you would expect these two teams' game to be, as it is 55-55 at the half right now. The new in-game total has come down to 218.5, right where it started before the game started, actually. Right now, the Houston Rockets are -2.5. -165. You can get +135 on the Blazers right now still. I think the Blazers are going to win this game, actually. I still do. Vegas are up 4-0 right now. We're on the right side of that game this evening. That's good. It's been a little bit frustrating tonight, man. You know, having the Toronto Maple Leafs and blow a 3-0 lead fucking sucked. Having the Philadelphia Flyers be down 3-1, come back, tie it at 3, be down 4-3, tied at 4, only to fucking lose after. That's pretty frustrating. I try not to bet too big on hockey, and if you notice when I bet on hockey, I often sort of take underdogs because Anything can happen in the NHL. We knew Vegas was the play tonight against Vancouver, minus the .5. So far, so good. I don't want to mush this. So far, so good. 4-0 after 40 minutes of play. 20 minutes left in Sin City. Man, they're cranking out that Raider gear down there right now. Yeah, I didn't get it in there, bros. Of course. Yeah, that's the thing. People don't want to. People, you get every game at home now. People aren't into sports bars like they used to be. But during the playoffs, it's a fun time. Like if it's the local team playing, there's not a lot of games on. That's all you really care about. I don't get out enough because I'm doing these shows. But during the Raptors playoff run, I'll try to get out a bit. We'll do the show on locations at places, give you some of the atmosphere at the bars. That's the thing with the city of Toronto. It's fucking cold. It's not as cold as some places in Canada, but generally like East Coast, right? So summertime, Toronto is a cool city. During that like Raptors, Leafs playoff run, all the fucking bar patios are packed. There's fucking hot chicks everywhere. People are getting wasted. It's when people are friendliest in the city of Toronto. Like people in Toronto are not friendly, right? But when the Blue Jays or the Leafs or the Raptors are doing well in the playoffs, it softens the mood of people in the city. Like, you know, like when you're in Vegas and stuff, you know, people come up to you. You talk to people you don't know and shit. You know, you're standing there in the bar and shit. People start talking to each other. In Toronto, people really don't talk to each other that much. Strangers don't talk to each other that much. It's a pretty uptight city, to be honest. It's a pretty uptight city. Well, that's not really fully true. It's just I'm in an uptight neighborhood. Fuck, I can't judge all of Toronto, the neighborhood that I'm in. Thing with Toronto is people are just beaten down. It's too expensive. People are like worn out in Toronto. You know, like people in others, like people in Montreal and shit. You'll see them at 5 o'clock and stuff, and they're like, "Hey, all right, man, fine, let's go get wasted and fucking you know." And people in Toronto are just like, "Fuck, man, I fucking hate everything. I'm going home, going to sleep. I got to wake up at 6 a.m." I was walking down the street the other day and I heard these two dudes talking, and he's like, "How do you like Toronto?" He's like, "Well, you know, it's a good city. I'm just getting used to working 70 hours a week." I was like, that's like the norm here. Like I looked over at the guy, I'm like, "Yeah, that's about it, buddy." You know, motherfuckers. I saw the building that he went into, and I live in a nicer building than he does. And yeah, this motherfucker's working 70 hours a week. Yeah, that's the trade-off. You live in a small town, your money goes a lot further, you know. But if you've been, you know, if you were born in a small town or you've been hanging around in a smaller city or whatever, then you know I get it. You can deal with it. Problem is though, if you're used to living in a really big place, it's hard to move to fucking Des Moines. It's like, yeah, I could save a lot of money if I lived in Des Moines, Iowa, but do I want to live in Des Moines, Iowa? No offense to anyone tuning in for Des Moines, Iowa right now. That's why it was fucking funny. There was a poker player. There was a poker player a couple of years ago, and he lives in Vegas. The guy's from Philadelphia. He lives in Las Vegas, and these poker guys bet on anything, fuck, right? So he was talking about this sort of thing. He's like, you know, I'm kind of tired. I could use a little bit of a rest, and I wouldn't mind living in a small town and just having a normal life for a while. So they fucking bet him $100,000. They said, all right, we'll bet you $100,000 that you can't last 6 months in Des Moines, Iowa. And he was like, all right, let's do it, fuck. And he went to Des Moines, Iowa. And he flew back from Des Moines, Iowa like 36 hours later, fuck. And he paid them. He goes, here's the money. He couldn't last 24 hours, fuck, in Des Moines. He tapped out. For $100,000, I'd sort of force myself to do it, but like if you told me right now, I'll give you $100,000 to move to Des Moines, Iowa, I'll do it. I'll be like, 6 months is a little long though. How about 3 months? $33,000 a month. They're not going to pay me that to move there. All right, so second half of this basketball game, I've just been ignoring this fucking Phoenix and Detroit game. It's pretty pathetic. The Detroit Pistons aren't very good, and they're up 82-66 on the Phoenix Suns right now. They're minus 15.5. I've got no opinion on this. Well, look, we're already in on Portland and the over. And I'm not abandoning ship. The second half number is now Houston -3. So you can get Portland +3 right now. I'm not really sure what +3 really means, to be honest. This isn't college basketball. Is it really going to be a 1-point fucking game at the end? Is someone going to hit a buzzer beater here? I guess it's a possibility, but chances are, 5 is sort of like a field goal in football and basketball. There's a few free throws at the end. It could be fucking, basketball, man. It could be fucking tied. Crazy game. And then, boom, 21 seconds left. Somebody hits a 3. The other team misses. Boom, they foul. Next thing you know, they're down 5. Next thing you know, oh, shit, we lost by 7. Right? So 3, I'm just stating here, I'm almost more attracted to the Portland Trailblazers here on the money line. This is what I find interesting right now. I see a money line in game at +145, yet I see a second half number at +165, +160. Portland Trailblazers to win the second half +160. I think that's some fucking value right there. My own personal opinion. You're talking about a team that's won 13 straight games. They're 18-1 straight up in their last 19 games at home. They're in a tie basketball game right now, 55-55. They really haven't played all that well. It's not like Lillard is fucking just taking over or anything like that. We know that Lillard is a second-half player. He does his thing in the fourth. It's going to be a battle between him and Harden going back and forth late. The game to me is a toss-up. I know that Houston are badass, but you got a toss-up situation with a home team getting +160 right now. I like the Portland Trailblazers at +160. Now, I'm not telling you to put $3,000 on this. I'm not even telling you to put $300 on this. Well, whatever makes you uncomfortable, as Michael Jordan likes to say, but I'm going in. He's checking in. No more Demerol or alcohol. No more damn fun at all. Portland Trailblazers, I'm in. Plus, motherfuckers, you heard me talking. You guys always do that. I'm talking, blah, 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 +160. I click it, +155. I hope you enjoy the show over at the book, guys. Hope you're enjoying the show this evening. Well, we took the Portland Trailblazers in the second half here to win the second half +160. Like, why would I take the money line in game at plus? Oh, sorry, 155. They screwed me on this. You guys are motherfuckers, actually, man, because it says 160 here. Oh, no, now 150. It's going down as we speak. Spokesman, you can lose your mind in Iowa. I can lose my mind anywhere. Imagine me in Iowa. So listen, clearly I'm not alone here, guys, because I'm not the one moving this number. I mean, we can kid about who it's moving, but clearly other people are seeing the same thing I'm seeing. Yeah, listen, you've got a team that's won 13 games in a row, 18-1 in their last 19. Good to see you, Brendan. How did we do in the race? We finished 4th. No, Zay Jones needs to be in Iowa. Fuck. Motherfucker went crazy in Los Angeles. California will get to you, man. Fucking City of Angels, my ass. I lived in LA for fucking 4 years. I didn't see a lot of angels there. I remember personally like wondering when I lived there too. I'm like, why do they call this place the City of Angels? Fuck. It couldn't be like the most, like more opposite. It's like, who's the angel? Fuck. The gangbanger, fucking, drive-by shooting. The fucking, the fucking grifters that want to rob you in a fucking park. Like, who's the angel? Where do I really like to live? That's a good question, Jay. Hey, I actually did like Los Angeles. I can't lie. Las Vegas, though. Las Vegas is a good place to live. I enjoy Las Vegas. I like everywhere where I live. Otherwise, I wouldn't live there, right? Like, I'm not leaving Toronto because I don't like Toronto. I do like Toronto, but I've talked about it in the past, man. Life, unless you got to shake things up sometimes on your own. Otherwise, time flies by, and there's a lot of shoulda, coulda, wouldas. The world is an interesting place. People get locked into one town too much, man. I like to mix it up. All right, so second half looks like it's going to be starting relatively soon. Thoughts on FSU and Gonzaga? It's a fucking tough game, man. These Sweet 16 games are real tough. Like, isn't this game? I don't know what fucking light. Hold on a second, man. Let's see. Is that too dark now? That's pretty dark. Fuck. That's better. A fucking light like shining right in my face, man. It's been bothering me all night. I wanted to do something about it a while ago. Like, I look like I'm squinting and shit so much. I'm not that big, trust me. I am kind of tired all the time, but fuck, man. Maybe I gotta get a facelift. Fuck. It's like these lights, man. I'm like fucking blinded and shit, man. I gotta start wearing sunglasses or something during the show. Can't wait for when it's warmer out. I'm gonna fucking expose this building to fucking the show every night. In the summer last year, I often did shows on my balcony. Over the years, I often do shows on my balcony. Nobody ever complained, but I know there some people aren't overly pleased with it. Because my voice sort of echoes through the courtyard and stuff, you know? People can definitely hear it. There's no doubt about it. But like I said, there's a lot of people, you know what, Overtime? I wanted to get a fucking Vegas poster, actually. I want to get a Vegas background, but I got too fucked up. What can I do? Yeah, so as far as Gonzaga and Florida State are concerned, it's one of these games where I don't trust either team. Gonzaga haven't looked great, but let's listen. Gonzaga's winning the game, guys. Let's just be real. I was on Florida State versus Xavier, and it was more of a dart toss, and it was more of I'm non-believer in Xavier than it was, you know, me being in love with Florida State. But Florida State really aren't that good or anything like that. They just got lucky at the end of the game. They hit a couple of shots. Xavier fucking fell apart. Xavier weren't a legitimate 1 seed. They fell apart. They were overhyped. Now you're getting Gonzaga, who haven't played great, but Leonard Hamilton's a decent coach, but he hasn't had anywhere near the tournament success as Mark Few has had. And we talk about the elite elements that you need to win a tournament, and you need guys that have been successful. Coaches, you'll notice, man. Coaches who win the NCAA tournament, it's always the same fucking guys. It's like the same coaches all the time. And it'll be the same coaches in the championship game this year. All these other Cinderella stories will be fucking forgotten about by the time that we play the championship game on Monday night. When it's all said and done, your blue bloods are going to be there. Your Kansases, your Dukes, your Villanovas. Well, no one's hitting a shot now to come out of the gate here. 60-58. Come on, Portland. We need this one. So, you know, I'm not in love. I'm not sitting here going, oh, yeah, Gonzaga's going to roll these guys. I'm not saying that, oh, yeah, Gonzaga are going to roll these guys. Florida State can't play with Gonzaga. But what I'm saying is Gonzaga are a better basketball team than Florida State are. I think Florida State's little run's about to come to an end. It's 5.5. I think we're better off using them in a money line parlay. Gonzaga minus 250. Look, when I was in Vegas, I actually cashed the Gonzaga-Michigan parlay. And Michigan and Gonzaga will play each other. They're both playing in Los Angeles. Michigan's the earlier game. But Michigan-Gonzaga parlay, money line parlay pays plus 133. Yeah, so let's I'm going to say Gonzaga. And we were just talking about the points. These points matter in these college games, but you know, it's 5.5. You make it 5. Gonzaga should win this game by 7, 8 points or something like that. It's a tough fucking tournament, though, man. Like, when I look at the Sweet 16 board, it's not like shit like, oh, yeah, that's a lock. I'm hammering that. I'm a Michigan fan. I think Texas A&M might have just peaked by beating North Carolina. I think Michigan on the money line. I think we will win this game. I think Nevada beats Loyola Chicago. Loyola Chicago, it's been a nice run for them, but Nevada are much more explosive offensively than the teams that they played. Malinsky had a great point today in bringing up the fact that both Miami and Tennessee both had young point guards and turn the ball over often. Nevada doesn't turn the ball over. And Nevada are a veteran team. We see Nevada have a shitload of fucking heart coming back from 22 down. You know, when you look at these sort of Cinderella teams, Nevada's that one that you sort of get the feeling that could fucking make it. Because, you know, Nevada plays Loyola Chicago, you know, and then they could match up with Kentucky after that. And that's not crazy talk that Like, who do you see going further here? Like, you know, do you see Loyola Chicago winning this game and then beating Kentucky or K-State? I think Nevada actually could. I think Nevada beat Loyola Chicago. I think Michigan beats Texas A&M. Nevada is just minus 125 on the money line. And with all due respect to Sister Jean, or as Cam calls her, Sister Agnes. I asked Cam, like, who's the old lady they keep showing? He's like, Sister Agnes. It's getting chunky here in the second half. Kansas State and Kentucky is sort of a similar game to me than Gonzaga and Florida State is. They're tough games, man. These Thursday games, they're fucking tough. Like, you know, they just are. Like I said, like, if I had to pick, like, all right, which ones would I bet more on? I'm going with fucking Nevada. I'll bet Nevada early and Michigan early. Those are the two early games, and I like them. So I'll bet them both out of the gate on the money line. Nevada minus 125, Michigan minus 150. Kansas State, Kentucky. Kansas State really aren't that good, you know, but they are a pretty big team. They got big dudes and shit. They're well coached. They're pretty fundamentally sound. They create turnovers. I think they're ranked 5th in the country with creating turnovers, actually, 4th or 5th. You know, they are ball hawks, these guys. Fuck. Remember in their last game, I was on them too. Man, like they slap the ball out of your hand and shit. Like they're a pretty aggressive team, Kansas State. They're not pussies. They're just sort of one of those sort of like generic teams, you know, that you don't really think much about. Kansas had the better talent. K-State are more veteran. Like, I got to tell you, I think this game, I'm feeling this game comes down to the wire, actually. I'm feeling that K-State can give them all that they can handle. K-State are playing with house money. The problem is the game is in Atlanta, fuck. And sort of like Alabama owns Atlanta in football. Calipari and Kentucky own fucking Atlanta in basketball. Like they made it their home pretty much. They have a lot of success in Atlanta over the years. The Kentucky Wildcats have on these neutral tournament games and SEC conference tournament games, etc. They've done well here. You know, it's going to feel like a home game, basically. It's going to feel like a home game for Kentucky. Come on. Let's go, Portland. You're down 68-64. This shit's slowing down a little bit. We just need to hit a couple of shots. Let's go. 3 ball, up and running, falls, nice shit, go, nice. 68-67, come on, this would be nice to hit this Portland money line stuff. Houston are beatable right now, I'm telling you, I think Portland's going to win this game. Like, it's not automatic, like Harden's shots aren't falling, Paul's shots aren't really falling. They're just so fucking good that, you know, it's hard to pull away from Houston. Same shit happened when they played the Toronto Raptors, man. Houston was not playing well. Nothing was going their way. Shots weren't falling. Yet the Raptors just couldn't pull away. And it's like same thing with Portland here. Portland are playing well, but Houston are just fucking good. I'm almost starting to believe that Houston can actually win the West right now. Only because of all the Golden State injuries. And I don't know what these guys are going to be like when they come back. Yeah, so the Kansas State-Kentucky game, this game I sort of get the feeling that it could be close. I could see Kentucky surviving a real scare in this one. Yet I can't pretend that I like it or I love it. You know what I mean? And we're still 2 days away. So I'm not, locking anything in here. But I am telling you, I do like Nevada and I do like Michigan. I'm not in love with K-State Kentucky game. I'm not in love with this Florida State Gonzaga game. Kansas, I think Kansas get by Clemson. I like these games a little bit more, actually. I think Kansas get by Clemson. I think Villanova gets past West Virginia. And you know what? I'm starting to buy into fucking Syracuse again. Like, why would I take Duke? I fucking hate Duke. Sometimes it's better to bet with your fucking heart. I bet on Duke against North Carolina in the ACC Conference Championship game, thinking it was a smart bet. It wasn't. I fucking hate them. Fuck. What do? They choked. Duke are poised for a choke job. Everyone's Duke this, Duke that. Oh, Duke are unbeatable and shit. And Duke, they're heating up. Whatever, fuck. They haven't played anybody yet. And let's, yeah, Duke are a better team than Syracuse. I'm not disputing it. But 11.5 points, so are Michigan State. Thing is, Duke can shoot the ball, and they've got Bagley, right? But Syracuse caused problems for people. And, Jim Boeheim, motherfucker knows how to coach in the tournament. Like, he just gets it. He coaches the game in, like, those 4-minute intervals, like the TV intervals. Like, he's a big believer in that shit. So, like, Boeheim will just tell him, listen, fuck, I just need you to win this 4 minutes right now. Basically, if we win at 4-2, like, slow it down. We're going to win this fucking 4 minutes here. Just win this 4 minutes. And he believes in that. Just win each 4-minute interval, and you're going to be all right at the end of the night. The only thing that the negative about taking Syracuse is here that if they fall behind early, it's a fucking problem. Like Syracuse, yeah, I know they've seen the zone every year, and I said the same thing earlier. And yeah, they beat them by 16 earlier this year, but thing with Duke is, it's not like Duke are like a lights-out shooting fucking team. I'm not laying 11.5 with them, I'll tell you that much. There's no way in hell I'm laying 11.5 points. Look, these are the scores when they played each other. It was 60-44 this year. They only played once, 60-44. Last year they played, and it was 78-75. Syracuse beat them, 78-75. The time before that they played 64-62. Grayson Allen was there. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, Duke didn't have Bagley for some of these games. They didn't have Bagley in those games. I get it, but it's still Syracuse versus fucking Duke. Syracuse have actually beaten them 2 of the last 3 times they played. Syracuse Duke did pace them 73-54, which could be the score in this game. Duke beat them 80-72. Duke beat them 66-60. Syracuse beat them 91-89, and Duke beat them 80-67. So they go back and forth here. Yeah, I'm looking at 11.5 right now, Pittsburgh Brew. I'm looking at 11.5 as we speak. Yeah, listen, Syracuse, I didn't think I was going to take Syracuse against Michigan State until I did right before. I was like, man, you can't be laying fucking 10.5 to these guys. Come on. Come on, Houston. Come on, Portland. Let's get this shit going. Fuck off, Portland. Fuck, man. You guys keep missing easy shots. Thing is, with Harden here, he's not going to miss forever, guys. Like, Harden's a little off here. You've got to take advantage of this shit. And that's the big difference with Houston right there. You got to worry about Harden and fucking Chris Paul. And then you let Trevor Ariza just fucking go right down the middle, man. Ariza's fucking good. Come on, McCollum. Get your shit together here. All right, 71-67. The total's dying. Oh, no, it's not that bad, actually. It's at 220. What am I saying? It's not that bad. It feels like it is. It feels like it's dying. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm the one that's kicking it. I don't know. It's all good, Pittsburgh Brew. Why would you just mush? Don't worry about mushing a line, fuck. Just don't mush any of the bets. It's all good, bro. And fucking Aminu's got 22 fucking points, man. 71-70 right now. Here's Harden doing his thing. Holy shit. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. Come on, Lillard. Just start fucking shooting, fuck. Get the ball and just shoot every time you get it, all right? Houston are racking up the fouls, though. Like, Portland's doing a nice job. They're feeding it inside, and it's working. Yeah, they're in the bonus. Both teams are in the bonus right now, guys, already. Refs are calling everything here, man. So this helps the total. That's why it's at 220.5 now still. Every time someone gets fucking fouled here, man, they're going to be going for the free. You don't see this in the NBA often, actually. You know, college you do. Not with 5 minutes left that many fouls, but pretty much every fucking time Portland's gotten the ball, Houston have fouled them in the paint. Here's a big possession right here. Yes. Harkless. What are you thinking about that, Sincata? Portland takes the what's up, Kelly McMillan? What's up, Cam Raphael, Greg Mattson, Alan Action, Pittsburgh Brew? Portland's got the crowd going here. Portland got a 1-point lead. They just hit a 3, and Harden rips a 3 and misses one. Come on, Portland, get a little mole here going. Let's go, Lillard. Oh, another foul. They can't handle Nurkic in the paint. Every time Nurkic goes near, they foul him. Nice. Lillard, I want you to shoot, bro, but whoa. Lillard basically just shot from half court. Fuck. Lillard was just like, give me the fucking ball. And he just ripped one. Fuck. It's like, bro, chill out a bit here. Come on, man. Settle down. Nurkic, you got to hit the free throws. Don't tell us this, Pittsburgh Brew, if you're cold, man. Come on. Wow. Nice little stat I just heard there. Brett Berry brought to the table. He said Damian Lillard has shot like fucking 240 shots from 27 feet or longer. And he hits 38% of them. The league average from 27 feet or longer is 30%. So, you know, that he is comfortable with those long fucking bombs. Come on, Port. Let's go, Nurkic. Oh. There's fuck Nurkic. He's like Big Frankenstein right now. Now they got a foul on Nurkic. This This fucking game's going to take for fucking ever. Man, I'm going to be here all night. Pittsburgh Brew, regular at the Boxing Voice. What's up, man? We welcome Pittsburgh Brew with some boxing winners if he's got some. All right, so as we were saying, so yeah, in-game totals pop back up right now to 223.5, guys. All these motherfucking fouls, they're not hurting the total, I'll tell you that much. Now the Rockets are at the line. Except they fucking clank it. Harden just clanked a free throw. 75-74, 4 minutes. Come on, Portland. You got to go on a run. Houston have a run in them, guys. You've got to score. These motherfuckers are relentless. They've won 22 of 23 for a reason, guys. Nice. 77-74. Let me just check in with my DraftKings lineup for a second here. Every time Sincata calls out one of my fucking plays, he does well. Let's see if Harkless is coming through for me. Yeah, how about that, Tony? Harkless, only owned by 8%. He's already got 23 DK points. He's already paid for himself. Tony, why do you like Harkless tonight? Come on, Tony, tune in if you're out there right now. You got to give me some love. You got to give me some motherfucking love. Ever roll to the Bay Area? Not enough, Madsen. I like it out there. Not enough, man. But if I move out to Vancouver, I'll definitely come out there more. That's an expensive city, San Francisco. That's a good point. Tony's love might put me in the hospital, fuck. Tony's love is going to put me in the motherfucking hospital. The Flyers lost, John Jr. 5-4. Flyers lost 5-4. I don't know how you lose to the fucking Detroit Red Wings, but Sooner Lisa claims she has no responsibility with the bombings in Austin. Sounds like you're protesting a little bit too much there, Sooner Lisa. You know the football rivalry runs deep. When a chick in Oklahoma is like sort of, instead of, saying, we have a big rivalry, but I hope everyone in Austin's all right. She's like, no, I just want to say it's not me. What's up with that? Anyways, has anything else happened in fucking Austin? It's not like we would fucking know, man. Anderson Cooper and shit would be talking about Stormy Daniels. Like right now, the entire city could be blown up in Austin. We wouldn't know. It'd be like in Donald Trump and Stormy Daniels 11 years ago. It's like nobody cares, all right? Get over it, fuck. Nobody cares. Like, what are you getting at here? If fucking Mueller knows that they paid her off with campaign money, then figure it out, fuck. Until then, just shut up. All right, we'll get to the NIT in a second, guys. So we'll stick to the NCAA here. So yeah, we're talking about Syracuse and Duke. Yeah, I'm just not ready to lay 11.5 points with Duke here, guys. I know the Duke love fest is on and stuff, but you know what? I don't even care. If I lose, I lose, man. I'm betting with my heart here. Fuck Duke. How's that for analysis? I'm betting with my heart. Fuck Duke. If Duke were favored by 4.5, I'd lay the 4.5. I'm not laying 11.5 points in this game. And Texas and Purdue. This one, what does it tell you when Isaac Haas is out for Purdue and the line is still Purdue minus 1.5? I know the Texas Tech are a trendy team, and I know a lot of people that I respect like Texas Tech in this tournament. And it's funny, I'm not a big Purdue guy. I'm not a massive Purdue guy. And Matt Painter, generally chokes at this time of the tournament. But I got to give Purdue their credit. They are good. They're a fucking big team, man. And that, what's the kid's name? Marnes comes in with his fucking his big fucking body. That's a big defensive presence right there. You lose production on the offensive end, but Purdue can light it up anyways. I think Purdue's going to beat Texas Tech. And I'm not saying I love it. I hope that I like these games better as the games approach, man. I can tell you that much because I'm not loving these games. The games I like the most, Nevada to beat Loyola Chicago, Michigan to beat, and Loyola, Nevada are only minus 125 on the money line. I like them. I like Michigan to beat A&M. And I like Kansas. I'll lay the 4.5 with Kansas. And you know what? I like West Virginia to win. Could be a close fucking game, though. I would parlay. You know what? Moneyline parlay. Kansas and Villanova. You know they're on a collision course, but plus 110. You're getting plus money, plus 110. Kansas and Villanova, moneyline parlay. If you want to play the early games, if you played in Nevada, Michigan moneyline parlay, plus 200. Fuck, Portland, we're up by fucking pulling. Portland just had a nice little run going, but dude just hit a 383.79. Portland Trailblazers are up by 4. It'd be nice to close strong the third quarter here. Looks like Harden's on the bench right now. It's bench players. Yeah, it's bench time for both teams. Fuck. Don't let them back in this shit at the end of the quarter, man. 83.79. Come on. What the fuck is that? Jeez, fuck. 83.82. Just like that, man. It was just 83.80. It was just 83.76. They've just hit 2 consecutive 3-point shots. Like this bench shit's not working out for what are you doing? And you miss. You fucking idiot. Well, you fucking dunked the ball, you stupid moron. You're a fucking idiot, man. Who the fuck are you, fuck? Who is this fucking idiot? Perfect pass. You're right there. How do you miss that? What do you play for fucking Northern Colorado? And now they're at the line. We're blowing this lead. You were just up. You just blew this fucking lead. You fucking morons, man. Like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Who is that? I can't tell. Who is that? Who's the fucking white idiot here? Fuck. He's fucking complaining about a fucking foul. You weren't foul, you fucking idiot. You just missed, moron. Who was this guy? Oh, Zach Collins, Gonzaga. Fuck. Oh, you big goofball. I'm going to hold you personally responsible for this loss. 86-85 right now. You fucking idiots, man. You have a, what are you doing? All right, come on. Not even close. The crazy thing is this Portland second unit, like they do crazy things. It's like, guys, like you're backups for a reason. Why are you trying to alley-oop this shit? Why do you pass behind the back? Like, who do you think you are? That was a nice move, though, Evan Turner. I'll give you that. 87-86. All right, Portland's got a 1-point lead. 87-86. It's going to be a fucking sweat job here, guys. It's going to be a sweat job down the stretch here, boys. Settle down, Vitalists. We don't play for +4s around here, man. We play for fucking money lines. I'm done with this fucking bullshit, fucking -110 betting and shit. Ooh, I won 90 cents. Yeah, no. I'm done with it. It's like the other night in Vegas, fuck. Took Syracuse +170 on the money line. Other night in Vegas, fuck. It was like Miami Heat are getting 4 against the Lakers. Fuck it. I think they're going to beat them. Fuck. Give me the fucking +1 fucking 55. Money line, baby. I'm not going to lie. I do have a piece of +5, actually, too. I don't know if you're just joining us, though, Wireless. We suggested and we took, and a lot of us took it here in the chat here. We took the Portland Trailblazers on the money line at halftime when they were tied at the game. Yeah, college basketball is a little different. College basketball is a little bit different. Now, let's see what they're paying right now. Fuck, it's off the board. I don't see it. We'll see what they pop up here. All right, well, the total's looking good, guys. They put up fucking 63 fucking points. The in-game total's 228.5. Right now, the money line's +110. So we're looking at a little bit of value for our +160 and +155 we got before the game. I do have a +5 as well, so I'm not mocking the points here. But Bano talks about it. I agree, though. If you think, you're getting the points, they're on their home court. Fuck, why not just take them to win the game, right? 87-86 right now. Now, they're not big on the cash-out payment on this game, I notice. They're willing to pay out on the over 218 right now, but all right. So we told you guys jump in on the over 223 as well. Now we're at 228.5. So 87-86. They're at 173 points right now. It's 55.5 points in the fourth quarter. Could be a little bit high. I don't know. I can't tell you I can't suggest you take the 228.5. Sharks are up 6-1 on the Diablos. 4-1 Knights up on the Canucks. And, yeah, we'll hang out here. Hey, so far, I don't want to jinx this, but so far, so good. The Google Hangouts normally conks out after about 2 hours, but so far, so good. Have gotten us through here tonight. HD, nice looking quality. Don't forget to check out Intertops. See, I'm fired up for the March Madness, but it's weird. I'm not fired up for the game for betting purposes, Like, I can't lie. We've been doing pretty well with the NIT. Western Kentucky kind of in a tougher spot right now, guys. I think it catches up to them. Western Kentucky going all over the place, going to Los Angeles. Now they're in fucking where? In Oklahoma City? Come on, man. That's a lot of travel for a college team. I think the Utah Utes hanging around with St. Mary's at +6, too. Portland. Let's go, Portland. Portland up, 89-89. I missed a quick basket. And there's a 3-ball. That's the thing, man. Houston just don't motherfucking go away. And they're deep. Look, they got their second unit out there right now, but they got Eric Gordon fucking dropping fucking bombs and dimes and stuff here on you. Houston's bench is better than Portland's bench. All right, here's our boy Collins. What are you doing? I don't know how that went in. You see this kid? I don't know how he didn't get away with traveling up and down. Dude, you took the ball, you fucking stop, you jump. Like, you got away with a call there. It's like watching fucking Lurch. It's like watching the Addams Family, like Frankenstein play. Like, dude, this guy's like the most ungraceful motherfucker I've ever seen play. And there's another 3-ball. And now this little fucker, State Farm's back, fuck. Chris Paul. Stupid fucking commercials. Just like that, it's 95-91. Yeah, of course C.J. McCollum misses the shot. When does C.J. McCollum ever hit a shot? There's Paul. You better get Lillard's fucking ass back on the court here, bro, because, this shit's getting away from us. Evan Turner. $95-93. Points in this basketball game. In-game total up to 230.5. And now, you know what? I'm jumping in. Fuck it. Back to 228.5. Dude, it's going to be like 121, 117 or something like that. It's going to get to 238. They're at 228 right now. It's my professional legal opinion. As your advisor and lawyer here, I advise you to take the deal. Go over the number. We're going in. Plus, we know these refs are calling a lot of shit. This Harden and fucking Lillard aren't even on the court. Look, 227.5 now, even better. They're not on the court yet. This shit's going to pick up. And it'd be nice if these stooges could get us a fucking basket or two. You turn it like, I can't watch this fucking bench anymore, man. Like, I swear to fucking God, man. It's like watching the cast of Star Trek play basketball. Fuck. It's like a bunch of nerds. Get off the court, nerds. Can you guys fucking score a basket or what, man? You know, we're paying you to fucking play basketball. I get it. Oh, you're not a starter. You missed the fucking motherfucker. You missed again. Oh, my fuck. You see that? It takes 3 times, man. You guys missed 2 putbacks. You better hit both these free throws. You're leaving points on the fucking table. Yeah, Wharf would be good, actually. Yeah, Wharf would be good in the paint. Wharf looks, he'd be like Charles Oakley. Wharf was a badass. So you guys missed 2 putbacks. You missed 2 putbacks, and then you missed one of the free throws. You're fucking idiots, man. Your fucking bench is really annoying, man. Get off the floor, man. Get off the stage.
Just get off that stage. 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 Just get off.
My message to the Portland bench, fuck.
Get the fuck out of here!
All right, coach. I think it's time now. What? You
like a snake? Yes.
You fucking happy now?
Fucking thing sucks.
All right, well, Lillard's in the game, and now we're down 6. Whatever. The total becomes into play because now we gotta chase a bit, could lead to fouls, but let's go, Lillard. Just hand the ball off to Lillard, you stooges. There's Lillard for 3. Fuck. It's too fucking late in the night for this fucking stress right now. And, yeah, Portland are stuck on 7 points right now. Abandoned ship, says Dylan. Settle down, Dylan. Settle down. Damian Lillard just got back on the floor. We're down 6. It's all good.
Enter the mystical world of Elvenar. Choose between humans or elves to build and rule over your fantasy city. Discover a magical world full of quests and creatures. Fight against your enemies or trade peacefully with your neighbors. Elvenar. Available in the App Store and at elvenar.tv. Play now.
Here's how to mop up without ever touching mop water. The ultimate whiz mop gets right into the corners, and it rings out with a simple twist so your hands stay clean. Try high five. The ultimate whiz mop, only $24.97 and only at Home Hardware.
It's not just an SUV, it's an SUVW. Right now, there's even more reason to love the all-new Tiguan. Volkswagen.
The story of my family is one of triumph and sacrifice. Now it falls on my shoulders to save my world. Someone from the future is coming to destroy Krypton because we're on for your grandson becomes the greatest hero of the universe. The story of my family isn't about how we died. It's about how we lived. Welcome to March. This is real. These are the years. And improbable comebacks. 16 teams were made, leading big programs and Cinderella stories, fighting for a spot in the Elite Eight. NCAA March Madness Sweet 16 on TSN, presented by Gator Fox. presented by Spieth, an interesting fish. Nate, we were talking about that this morning. We got to put a little bit of context on this, but fewest minutes played by rookies and second-year players. See Houston only 154 total minutes. Portland 1,146. Puts himself back on the board. He's up to the double. 17 and 10. The reason this is important.
All right, good start.
Reaching down low and come back to the Nurkic bucket and that patience you talked about, Nick. That's their goal up the end of that. Even when they help come over, it was too late. We got great touch around the finish. Good touch around the basket on offense.
198. I ain't right yet, Dylan. It's gonna be a sweat job down the stretch here, man. Good call, Rosa. Good to see you. See, tomorrow night we'll lock in our Sweet 16 picks for you for Thursday's games, but they're all tough games, man. Like I said, I do like Nevada. I do like Michigan. The Kansas State Kentucky game's a tough one. The Gonzaga FSU one. I don't really trust either of the four teams. There's no rule that says you have to bet on every game, right? You asked me what I like. I like Nevada and Michigan. 101-100 with a little under 5 minutes left right now. Boom, PJ Tucker hits a three, something he never did with the Raptors. 104-100 right now, 4 minutes left. Come on, Portland. Don't let this fucking drift here. 3 ball would be nice. Tipped. Fuck. Fucking sloppy possession right there. There's no such thing as a lock, T. For every lock, there's a key. McCollum has his worst game ever, like every second game. Fuck, this guy pisses me off, man. He doesn't bring much to the table for a dude that makes a lot of money. Four minutes left. 4-point lead, 104-100. I'm not in a panic about the total. We should be able to get there. Loyola Chicago could beat Nevada. Like, let's be real. The thing with Loyola Chicago is they're a veteran team. They don't really make mistakes. They don't do anything spectacular. But to me, Nevada are a more dangerous team. Miami, Florida were a struggling team coming in. I was an idiot for liking Miami there. And look, I lost out the fucking buzzer, for fuck's sake. You know, like I got, you know, the same shit with Tennessee. You know, the game came down to the wire. Well, Loyola Chicago was a better team than Tennessee, but Nevada can shoot the three. Those teams really couldn't. Like if you looked at Miami and you looked at Tennessee, they were sort of offensively challenged, you know? Nevada aren't offensively challenged. They got veteran point guards. They've got guys that can hit the three. Yeah, I didn't think yeah, Virginia. You know what? We sort of knew that Virginia, you know, people aren't talking about it enough, but Virginia did lose their sixth man, right? And the sixth man of the year in the ACC. What was the kid's name? DeAndre Hunter. He's a good player, man, that kid. And not just like it wasn't just a six man. He played a lot. Like he averaged 22 points a fucking game in the last 2 weeks of the season. Like that kid really came on. It was one of their better players. And then he broke his wrist. And then, you know, I didn't think it would fuck him up in the first fucking round, but I was on the wrong end. I had a couple of nice buzzer beater shots in Vegas, but I was on the wrong end of quite a lot of them too, man. Like it was uncanny, man. And one of the nights in Vegas, man, I lost 3 games in a row, guys. There was witnesses too. It was like unbelievable. They were like, I can't believe that. I lost 3 games in a row by half a point. Or 1 point. I had Arizona Buffalo over 158. It got to 157. I had fucking one of those cocksuckers games in the second half over 85.5. They got to 85. And then there was like a kicker. Fuck. I had over 144 and it got to 143. And I was like, all right, fuck the totals, man. DeMar DeRozan didn't play tonight. So I'm not sure about this this Raptor game tomorrow right now. Raptors and Cavaliers, the game's off the board right now. I think the Raptors were just lying about Van Fleet and DeRozan. They just sort of said, yeah, they had this, and they're going to play tomorrow. They were in Orlando tonight. The Raptors figured, whatever, fuck. We'll get through this anyways. We will win this game. We got the Cavaliers tomorrow. And it worked out for them. They actually did win. It wasn't easy, but they won a basketball game. I'll like the Raptors getting points tomorrow. I'm curious to see what the number's going to be with this Raptor game. The Wizards at the Spurs. The fucking Spurs are fucking terrible, man. I'm really starting to get a fucking healthy dislike for the San Antonio Spurs, man. I'll take the fucking Wizards +5 out of spite almost. Fuck me. Fucking Harden just hit a 3. 107-102 with 3 minutes left. All right. We need the total, man. We need some points here by fucking both teams. Fuck, man. Where's the foul call there? Here come the Rockets. 3 minutes left. It's a big possession, man. It's going to be a dagger, fuck, from 107 to fucking 110. Fuck, I hate when Harden does this and he wastes time. How's that not a foul on Harden? He fucking just leaned in and bumped him, fuck. That's a foul, fuck. Sick of this guy getting away with this bullshit. Oh, and you got to get the fucking rebound. You let Harden misses the layup, and you let them get the rebound and kick it out for a fucking 3. Are you kidding me? Fucking Portland, man. Here's Nurkic. Nurkic responds. 110-104 right now. 2 minutes left. We're in trouble. We need points to save this Portland money line. We need to stop here. Again, Harden pushes off. 3 from Harden. He hits it. There's your dagger. Now they're up by 9 with 2 minutes left. No more taking it to the rack, Lillard. You got to bomb a 3 here. Like Nurkic's 2s. They're not, it's not enough. Fuck me. Hey, but at least, like I said, it doesn't look like the 5 will matter. That's why the money line is the play, you know? We talk about it all the time, man. It's like in the NFL, point spreads don't matter as much as people think they do. They do more in college in basketball. All right, let's get this over 228.5, though, fucking 223.5 I have. Oh, Lillard just got fouled on a 3. Fuck. Didn't go in, but he's shooting 3 free throws right now. Bears fan says the game's going under, bro. It's at 117 right now with fucking a minute and a half left. The total's 218.5. The game's about to go over if he hits 2 free throws. Boom, there's 1 free throw. Two free throws. The guy's talking about Bears fans talking about this game staying under. It's already over. They're at 219. All right, he hits all 3. Boom, we're up to 220. Let's get points here, man. Let's get Portland points. Come on. Get a motherfucking stop. So, hey, we hit the over, but we need these in-game overs here. This fucking water. I got to take a quick leak here. This is big. They miss. Get the rebound. Hurry up. Go, 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 go. Oh. Oh, my God. Nice play. Good job, McCollum. 113, 111. But no, now they're going to play defense, and it's at 224, but I hit the over 223.5 play. Fuck, there's only going to be 5 seconds left after, though. I hate this. Fuck. I would extend it and foul, man. I hate this shit. You're only leaving yourself a few seconds. Now, if he hits this, it's finished. Oh. Oh. No. Well, they covered the fucking points. Game goes over. They cover. We lose the money line play. This is why, man, you let it play out. You get fucked over, man. You're down by 2. There's 20 seconds left. Just fuck it. Just foul them. Put them on the fucking line. If they hit them both, whatever. You go down, you take a 3, and you get to cut it to 1. Man, you put yourself, there's no time. Fuck. I kept saying that. There's no time. There's only 4 seconds of differential. So what if you get a shot, you got to fucking need a miracle in 4 seconds. Fuck, man. I fucking know this, man. Like, there's not enough fucking time, man. There's 1.3 seconds left. They're sending Chris Paul to the free throw line. This is, well, if you got 4, you're in trouble here because Chris Paul never misses free throws. Chris Paul's such a dick, too. Look at the way he walks to the line. It's like, fuck off, bro. Fucking sick of your bullshit. Oh, now you're all tough, guy. You're on fucking, you're on Houston. Ooh, I'm Chris Paul. Look at him. All tough. You're a big choker with the Clippers, fuck. Big choker. Fuck. Yeah, good job, coach. Call timeout now. You're down 4 with 1 second left. That's a good idea, fuck. Let's let it play out at 20 seconds. You're a fucking idiot, fuck. There wasn't enough time, coach. That's what I'm saying, Cam Raphael. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? It's the Houston Rockets. They got James Harden and fucking Ariza and Chris Paul on the floor. They're going to hit the free throws. Wait, so what? You're counting they're going to turn it over? They're not going to turn it over. All right, go for the turnover for the few seconds, but you played it to the end, and then you don't get the rebound, and then boom, there's your 20 seconds gone. It's like, guys, at fucking 10, you got to tap out and go, all right, fuck, we don't have a choice. Buy time. It's like death row. You buy time. Coaches used to do this. They don't do it anymore. And the thing is, too, people can miss free throws. So you just put them on the fucking line. All right, we're down 4 with 12 seconds left or whatever. Go down, Lillard, hit a 3. We're down 1 with fucking 8 seconds left. We'll foul them, and we got to fucking hit a 3 again. I'd rather that than this fucking garbage here of this fucking, oh, we're going to have 3.2 seconds left. Hurry up, run down this fucking court, and get a good look. Extend the game. Buy time. Hit the 3. Fucking idiot. That would have helped me with my 227.5. Fuck. There's something about the Houston Rockets' faces that are just fucking annoying. Chris Paul. I don't know. Look, you're all tough here, Paul. You act like a big bitch fucking these State Farm commercials. Fuck. You and that fucking stupid idiot. Hey, you need a ride? Fucking Harden, you stupid beard. Fuck. Fuck you, man. Fuck. Fucking Portland. Fucking Trailblazers, you fucking. At least they covered the 5. Fucking. Look at these two. It's like, I just like to punch them both at the same time. Pop, pop, fuck. You know, Harden looking around. You settle down, beard. Oscar. Is that the guy's name? Oscar? That guy's a fucking chump, fuck. Oscar from The Office. I'm telling you, there's something about Harden that you just want to punch, fuck. It's his face, man. You know, he just sort of he rolls his eyes at everyone. Chris Paul. Yeah, look at this. He's always got like a smug look under that beard, fuck Harden. Harden needs a chair to the face. See, like exactly. Who doesn't want to punch this guy? Fuck. It was like that fucker with the man bun on Houston. Fuck. That kid was pissing me off too. Fuck. Well, we got a little greedy, but we hit the plus the points. We hit the over. We hit the in-game over 223.5. We lose the over 227 or 228.5 greedy play, and we lose the Blazers money line. So we actually go 3-2 in this game, but fucking disappointing. Can't lie. Like, over 228.5 I had. You guys hit that. You just gotta hit that 3 at the end. If ends in butts, we're candies and nuts. We'd all be banging Stormy Daniels. What are we reduced to now? SK Moru. What the fuck is this, man? Versus Politnichik. Holy shit. What the fuck is this? SK Mo RU. So SK Moscow, Russia. I don't know what the fuck that means. They're 17-point favorites. All right. You got the Devils and the Sharks right now. The in-game total is 7.5 right now. I'm going to bet on the under 7.5. There's 4 minutes left. It's minus 225. Small play. Let's see what happens here. It's like sitting at the blackjack table now. Can you motherfuckers go fucking 4 minutes without scoring a goal? It's 6-1. You going to pull your goalie? Fuck. You going to pull the goalie? I get this game on TV too. Where is it? Well, here it is. Devils looking pretty beat down. The chick on the Devils network's like, we'll have all the stats and highlights and locker room reaction. We look forward to hearing what the Devils have to say about tonight. What do you think they're going to say? They're losing 6-1. You say, oh, it was a lot of fun tonight in San Jose. It was a great time. The best part is when they got up 5-1. That was great. You know, the media after the game, they go in the room. Like, I used to be that guy too. I used to not ask dumb shit though. Ray Ferraro who's a television analyst now. I like Ray Ferraro too. He fucking flipped in Montreal once at a dude. Ray Ferraro was on the Atlanta Thrashers, and Buddy in the room asked him after. Ferraro was like offside, caused a penalty. Canadians won. They asked Ferraro, like, so how does it feel? You're in a penalty box. How does it feel to be in a penalty box and you watch team lose or whatever? Like, who's this old guy in Montreal? And fucking Ferraro just lost it. Like, he goes, how the fuck do you think it feels? And then after, everyone was like, what a jerk Ferraro is. It's like, what do you mean what a jerk? You just ask the guy how it feels. Like, you guys, it's not like a joke to these guys. People in the media just think, well, I'm just doing my job. What, asking a fucking stupid question? Sounds fixed. You're right, Daniel Massler. We look forward to the start of the NHL playoffs. That'll be cool. We weren't with you last year. We only started here at SBR in September. Or late August with that with the IFBC stuff, but we weren't here. You know, the late night anger management class, you know, it goes through, it's a roller coaster, right? I got to deal with it. You know, the dog days, man, we had to go through the Westminster Kennel dog show nights and stuff like that. You know, sometimes our numbers will, you know, drop a bit for a couple of weeks. You're in a fucking lull, right? But It's like the time slot. Sometimes being on it late at night is great. Sometimes it's fucking, you're like, oh, fuck, you're screwed. There's nothing going on. You're on late at night. Oh, we'll get back to this. I'll be screwed again in the summer for a little while. But looking really forward to hanging with you guys here on SBR during the playoff run. Think about it, guys. Every fucking night we're going to have multiple NBA playoff games and multiple NHL playoff games. And that's when the units increase. I start to bet a lot more then. Michigan versus Purdue, I don't think it's going to happen that they both get there, dude. Although I think we both win our next games. Yeah, the playoff nights will be great here because, you know, we'll be on at 10. There'll be the West Coast hockey, West Coast basketball, in-game NBA basketball. Every night there'll be big games on, big action and shit. We'll have opinions on every game. Playoffs? Playoffs? Sports betting and poker. Anybody live in Vegas here? I have lived in Vegas, but I currently do not. But we were just in Vegas a couple of days ago. All right, 2 minutes left in this game. Can I get out of this and at least get a little bit of that money back? But you know what? We do have a lot of listeners in Vegas. Shout out to our boy, Don Johnson. Do I believe that LeBron is on steroids? Nah. He's just a big dude. Oh, shit. I thought the Devils nearly just scored with 1 minute and 36 seconds left. Really? Which casino did you come to? The Mirage? Yeah, my apologies for the people that couldn't find us at the Mirage. You know, we were hanging Circus, but the Mirage shit was oh, I thought he saved it. Fuck me. I thought he saved it. That's fucking great. That's like the old blackjack fucking hand. Didn't come up my way. Unbelievable. I thought he saved it. I looked up. I'm like, oh, he stopped. He stopped. I was like, that was close. That pisses me off. Fuck. That fucking Blazers money line, man. And you know what? Not in the Blazer money line. You know what pissed me off? The one about that is that fucking missed three at the end, man. It's fucking garbage. Like we got Japanese soccer. Fuck. All right. Fuck. Let's get in. Fuck this. FC Gifu. We'll go with the alternate totals here. Under 3.5 in both these fucking games. FC Gifu and Togoshi and GF United Chiba and Kamatari. That's good. I waited. They just scored, fuck. So I'll get under 4.5. These Japanese league games don't really score that much. They're in the range, dude. There's pouring rain here. Not pouring, but it's raining. Fucking Shiba Jets. These motherfuckers have screwed me in fucking basketball before. I'm going to hold off here for a second of this Japanese shit. I got to take a deep breath. Now this Portland game, that last shot really pissed me off. That stupid goal right now doesn't make me happy. Yeah, I don't know. Look, now the game's over. Good job. Fuck. Thanks, New Jersey, for fucking scoring that fucking goal late. You fucking assholes, man.
Anyone else like to share? How about you in the back with the glasses, sir?
My name's Bobby, and I am an addict.
Hey, Bobby.
Hi, Bobby. You know, you folks aren't here because you're gamblers. You are here because you are terrible gamblers.
Okay, Bobby.
These folks don't need to stop doing what they're doing. They just need to get better at it. Who's stealing?
Please.
Who's that?
Who's in? Yeah. I'm going to leave it alone, Peacock. That's good advice, Ken Peacock. I'm a little heated right now. Give me a second, and then we'll come back and close up shop, wind down here. But I'm just a little frustrated. That fucking game pissed me off, man. Like in Portland, like we should have hit that over 228.5, guys. Like, fuck, it was right there. It was at one, it was right fucking there. It's like fucking Portland. There's 21 seconds left, guys. You fucking, like, nothing happened in the last 21 seconds, man. It's fucking annoying, man. I get mad on the show, but I can shake losses off pretty good. But once in a while, there's like certain games that just bother me. This is just bothering me. This one, it's like, man. I like these golf plays tomorrow, but the thing that sucks is you got to wait fucking 2 days for this now. But as we heard Bobby Riggs say in the past, I hear all of you going on, oh, woe is me, my life is terrible. So let's pick ourselves up off the mat here, all right? All right, so the only thing we can do right now, fuck the Japanese soccer. But we spent fucking an hour talking about the golf, so we might as well bet what we learned. So group betting. Pat Perez to win his group, plus 225. Ty Hatton to win his group, plus 150. Matsuyama to win his group, 150 plus 150. Tommy Fleetwood Mac to win his group, plus 175. And what I like about these bets, they're all plus money bets, so we don't even need to hit them all. Don't go crazy with them. Put a couple of bucks down, whatever you're comfortable with, but they're all plus money. I like Jason Day, but I can't. At plus 100, I don't want to do it. I like these other plays, plus 225, plus 150, plus 150, plus 175. They got legitimate chances of winning their groups. We're not forcing them either. Like, there's a lot of other groups we don't like here right now. And the last one will be actually Paul Casey plus 120 and then Sergio Garcia plus 162. You could actually parlay this, fuck. Fuck, it's 321 to 1. Wow. That's not bad. That's kind of life-changing money right there. Holy shit. $50 pays $16,129. Fuck, I should just click this right now instead of talking about it. So Pat Perez, Ty Hatton, Hideki Matsuyama, Tommy Fleetwood, Paul Casey, and Sergio Garcia would all need to advance, though, which the odds of happening are essentially 321 to 1. And if the book is paying us 320 to 1, it's probably really about 1,000 to 1. There was no alcohol wasted, fuck. The only thing that gets wasted in Vegas is fucking people. The Pat Perez one is the riskiest one. That's why he's plus 225. The ones I like the best here, really, are Paul Casey and Sergio Garcia. And even that's not a bad parlay. Like if you parlay just those two, it's plus 477. That's not bad. Parlaying just the two of them. Plus 477. Paul Casey to win his group. Paul Casey has a pretty easy path here against Fitzpatrick, Kyle Stanley, and Russell Henley. And Sergio Garcia has a pretty nice path here as well against Scheifele, Fratelli, and Sharma. Fratelli's a trendy player right now, but Garcia just needs to essentially go 2-1. And you'd get paid for this Friday night. So it's not that bad, actually. You get paid for this Friday night. The book would pay you Friday night when it was done, which would lead you into Friday night's basketball for this money. So it's not that bad, actually. Like I said, if you're betting on Garcia plus 162, Casey plus 120, Tommy Fleetwood plus 175, Hideki Matsuyama plus 150, Ty Hatton plus 150, and Pat Perez plus 275. That's 7 underdogs, 6 of which are plus 150 or better. So, I don't know, any math experts here, how many do we have to win? You know, essentially, if we won fucking out of the 7 of them, If we won 3 of them, we'd essentially probably just show a small profit. We go 4 and 3, it's going to be big profit. That's the thing with these plus money things. They add up quick, man. Like, you know, you hit a plus, you know, Perez wins plus 225, Garcia wins plus 162, and Matsuyama wins plus 150. You're making money. Dylan Sama says, I want that. What, you want the parlay? That's why there's sports books. PayPal a sports book, Dylan. I might walk the edge sometimes, but I'm not openly taking bets here. I'm a proud member of the Ontario Gaming and Alcohol Commission. Yeah, I know LBG. Sharma asked Mickelson for his autograph, and Mickelson had no idea. Mickelson didn't know the name of anyone in his group, which doesn't surprise me. Like, why would Phil care? You think Phil Mickelson cares, like, what everyone's name on the tour is? Really? You know, I bet you Phil Mickelson knows, like, the top 20 guys type thing, you know? He knows the top 20 guys and the old guys that, you know, used to be around and might not be around, and knows who Kenny Perry is or something. But I guarantee you Phil Mickelson doesn't know fucking half the people on the tour. It's like Brock Lesnar. I saw Brock Lesnar was asked, do you get along with the current WWE roster? And he said, I don't not get along with them. Like, he's like, I don't know. He goes, I don't know them. Like, and they're like, you don't know them at all? And he's like, I don't know them at all. He goes, I don't talk to them. I don't know. I don't know them. Like, I don't know. It was Stone Cold Steve Austin. Like, he's like, you don't talk to them at all? He's like, no, I don't know them, no. He basically said, no, I show up, I do my thing, and I go backstage and I leave. And he goes, I'm not here to make friends. He goes, if I wanted friends, I wouldn't live in the middle of Saskatchewan with no neighbors around for 30 miles. Steve Austin's like, yeah, it makes sense. And Lester's like, I have a big wall. He goes, people can't see me. He goes, I don't need friends. Something you can respect about Brock Lesnar. He's like, I don't know. Because they're asking him, do you get along with Roman Reigns? He's like, I don't know Roman Reigns. I was the same way, though, man. I worked in a building, in a TV studio, and there was a dude, man. He was my camera. When he was a cameraman, he was there for like fucking 5 years. I didn't know the guy's name, but. And after 5 years, you know, it's hard to ask. So there was a couple of guys in the office where I didn't know their names, and I used to just nod, hey, what's up, man? All right, so we want to thank everybody here this evening. And more importantly, we want to thank Google Hangouts for not booting us off the air tonight. Good job, Google. Good job, Google. 3 hours and 24 minutes of clear, crystal clear HD. Good job. So to recap, you've got until 10:30 in the morning to get these picks in. Pat Perez plus 225 to win his group. Ty Hatton plus 150 to win his group. Hideki Matsuyama plus 150 to win his group. Tommy Fleetwood plus 175 to win his group. Paul Casey plus 120 to win his group. Sergio Garcia plus 162 to win his group. And you know what? Fucking John Rahm's got a fucking nice group here against Alfred Barnrat, Bradley, and Shez Reavy. Throw John Rahm in here. Let's see. I'm going to put this parlay together now. Like since we just added ROM, it's really going to get big. Oh, yeah. $676 to 1. $1 pays $676. $2 pays $1,354. $3 pays $2,000. It's not bad. $3 for 2K. $10 pays $6,744. $20 pays $13,458. $50 pays $33,000. This is what I need, fuck. I need to hit this, fuck. $50 parlay for $33,000, fuck. Paul Casey, Sergio Garcia, John Rahm, Pat Perez, Ty Hatton, Hideki Matsuyama, Tommy Fleetwood. You know what? I like every one of these motherfuckers except Pat Perez scares me. We take Pat Perez out, it becomes fucking 200 to 1 only. Fuck. Fuck. So 200 to 1 pays $5, pays $1,042. Add Syracuse money line to that. All right, so here's the parlay. We took out Pat Perez. All right, we're not going to push it. Pat Perez is the wild card here at plus 220. We took out Pat Perez. All these other guys are going to fucking win. I'm telling you. We're going to win this parlay. We're winning this parlay. I'm betting it. In fact, I just bet it. It's in. No turning back. I just bet $5 to win $1,042. $5 pays $1,042. And the thing is, guys, this book, if it gets up and shit, we can cash out. Paul Casey, Sergio Garcia, John Rahm, was Bruce Chad causing problems? Where's Bruce Chad at? There it is. I haven't looked at the hockey board for tomorrow. I don't like forcing overnight plays here. Injury list, trips, road trips, shit happens. I'd lead with a Buffalo Sabres tomorrow, minus 125. Pittsburgh Penguins will fuck the Canadians up. I'd lay the puck line with the Canadians. There's no line right now, but Penguins will bounce back, fuck the Habs up. Wouldn't surprise me if the Sabres beat the Coyotes tomorrow night. All right. Not much more I can do for you now. We appreciate everybody tuning in. Dare I say we pitched a perfect game tonight, but I don't want to say anything because then, you know, it's like the announcer. We'll see if we can get through unscathed. But we appreciate everybody joining us tonight. Bob Bano will join us tomorrow. Hey, what up, Jabron? You know what, Jabron? I didn't even get my my March Madness pool in because I lost my laptop that night. You believe that shit? But baseball's around the corner. We're going to start talking baseball previews, futures. And we're running a cool baseball survivor league if you want in on that. Baseball survivor. Instead of one game, you pick the weekend series. It's a good, cool format. Other than that, thanks to SBR. Support SBR. Check out Intertop. Support Intertops. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for the support. Thanks for tuning in. Other than that, you're on your own. Later.